Smash away since
No. What are you doing?
Are you leaving Bayern? Or are you fucking leaving?
He didn't even finish his sentence. Will be there, trends. Real.
Characters.
You ran out of characters, Achich.
I've been here for about how many seasons now? 3 seasons. And
Rams will kidnap the ball boy, and Rams will be the guy who like, the champions. I say, wait. Aren't you a bit old to?
This is one of my favorite moments on these streams, when they found a way to write a bigger message underneath.
We're here, we're alive, we're here. Guys, welcome to another amazing, beautiful Saturday Hangout. So guys, let's see what's going to be the show. We're going to talk about, is the EPL over? Has the Norwegian tree trunk finally said, you know what, there's no point in happening? He scored yet another hat-trick. Is anybody stopping City? Or can Arteta and the trust of the art say what's up, rise, and actually tell people that, you know what, we're here to say a little something. The ski. Has he proven all of his data wrong? Should we still call him a geriatric? Should we still call him freaking
You
old?
mean yourself?
Should we still call him a geriatric or old? People like Samasi, who's been hating on Lewandowski all the whole time. Then we're going to talk about Leverkusen. Are they using Juju? Are they using white magic? And should they be used to use white magic and Juju? Well, obviously, Artist is going to talk about why United let one of their previous strikers score against them, and why you have Bruno and your boy in strikers. So Artist will talk to about that. Touch on Lukaku, preview of today's games. Best team in the world play against Wolves tomorrow, and the other team called the Bayern Munich would obviously be opening up their accounts with your boy Copley. So guys, so good also remember guys, this show is going to be available on Spotify. If you're a Spotify merchant, you're an Apple Podcast merchant, this will be available in podcast form. So guys, remember guys, like the vid, subscribe if you're new. Please hit the like button, and if there's anything you wish to add to the show, feel free to send it in Dubinsky. Your Dubinskis and your super chats help us to keep you well fed, happy, superb, allows me to do stuff that I can't really say here on freaking YouTube. So
Rachel's OnlyFans.
Let's start first. Let's start first. Look, Smasi, I didn't say anything. So let's start first with this. So let's go. So guys, okay, let me start from a different angle now. Is it fair for us to still call him a tree trunk? Would that still be fair? Because what Haaland is doing goal scoring wise is insane. And because I'm doing this at two levels. At one level is, my God, look at what Haaland is doing to this league. And everyone's response is that, bro, is there any point? So there's the Haaland goal scoring issue of what is Haaland going to achieve goal scoring wise? Then there's another angle, which is there any point in competing? Look, I love Arsenal. But if one team has Haaland goal scoring and another team, of course I do. So if one team has Haaland goal scoring and another team has relying on TROSSARD, Havertz, and Nelly Furtado, I don't know what we're going to be going through with this whole stuff. So let me come to Elijah. So Elijah, is Haaland going to destroy every goal scoring record in the EPL? And with what he's already done, getting his hat-trick in the second game, is the league already over before it's begun?
Well, before I start, I want to first say shout out to Elon for making me eligible for that ad revenue. Cut the check, please. I need it tomorrow. Your boy needs ramen noodles and rice. Stuff.
I'm not giving the Musketeer. It's 1 kobo, bro. I'm against the Musketeer, man.
Shout out to Elon. Shout out to Elon. HH. This is the guy's on.
Yeah, he's on 4 goals already.
HH, let me give you a stat, HH.
Uh-oh.
68 goals in 67 games.
Excuse me?
68 goals in 67 games in the Prem.
I think that's a kills. I think that's.
Oh my God!
That's a City. Yeah.
His target rate in terms of shots on target is 43%. So there's a 4 out of 10 chance that he's gonna get a shot on target. And
Elijah, how long would it take Jackson to get 68 goals?
We don't need to know. Artists, you can't talk. Artists. Bruno, you had Bruno and Manchester striker. You can't talk about strikers. You can't talk. But Elijah,
we saw what Zugzy did today.
Yeah, we saw what Z did. We saw what Z did.
Doesn't he still have more goals than Jackson?
Z.
No,
relax with the Z.
He have more goals than Jackson.
Zerk Nowitzki.
Let Jackson.
RDS Zerk Nowitzki. Shout out to Zerk Nowitzki. Elijah.
It's so scary the way this guy is.
No. Okay, Elijah, do you know what? It's Elijah. Okay, is it me being pessimistic or fatalistic? These guys got 100 points and 98 points without Haaland in his team.
That's the thing.
So my thing is that we know how good they are without him. Look at what he do, and also people are saying that's apparent. So last season was his down season where he wasn't feeling good, and he got 27 goals. So apparently he's now feeling even fitter. So Elijah, is it pessimistic of me to say, bro, what are we playing for here in the CPL?
It's pessimistic because it's only week 2 out of 38. So we still.
But we know what Haaland is capable of. But continue.
Well, yes, of course we know what Haaland is capable of, but we don't know what happens between now and May 25th. So
it is also Ipswich as well. Let's
and it is also Ipswich as well. Like Ipswich, when Ipswich scored, like that was their first goal in the Prem in 20-something years. Like that's a long ass time.
Shout out to Titus Bramble, man.
And then 2 minutes, 30 seconds later, they concede, and then they concede again, and then they concede again, and then they concede again. So HH, I worry for Ipswich because I think if it keeps it, I don't think they'll be the worst team in terms of Derby, like bad, but they'll be one of the worst Prem teams in a minute. But Haaland, if his dad says, let's stay here for another 2, maybe not 2, 4, 5 more years. So 67 goals in 68 goals in 67 games in 2 seasons. You multiply that by at least 2-3 more seasons, the record's in trouble.
So and this was the question I actually posted in my video. Do you think because if he spends most of his career at City, he breaks Shearer's record, but I don't think he's going to do that. I think he's going to leave in his peak years.
I think his dad said he was going to leave. I know that for a fact, but his goal record, if he stays, say he stays, how old is he right now? 20. He's in his early 20s.
Yeah.
He's okay. So until he gets to 32. And he's still doing this. It's not even Premier League records anymore, HH. We're talking going back to like Jimmy Greaves type shit. We're talking Dixie Dean type shit. Like, that's scary. Age 24? Okay.
Elijah, what?
So he's going to say what's up to Dixie Dean, basically.
So no, the Jimmy Greaves' record, I think it's like 329.
Hey!
And then Dixie Dean was 60 in a season. That's what I remember. But, bro, you give him 8 years, and the way how this team is going.
Okay. So wait, are we counting those records? Just to be clear, are we actually counting? Are those records real?
I'm not. Look, HH, I count.
Elijah, it's a yes or no question. Are those questions real, or is it black and white stacks?
No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Yes, it's real. It's real. It's there for a reason. But I don't think he's going to leave before. I think he's going to leave before then because his dad said he wanted to go to Madrid.
Oh, okay. So hold on. Okay, so artists, what do you think about Hal Jordan? Artists, Hal Jordan, talk to me.
So give me 2 seconds. Come
Okay,
back to me.
okay, cool. So let me come to Barry. Barry, talk to me. Haaland.
Yeah, this is some scary shit, man. This is some scary shit for you guys.
I mean, right? Do you think this is going to be greater than when Cristiano did, or too early to tell? As in, is he going to be like destroy those goal? Because like footballing wise, you can't compare. But do you think he's going to destroy Cristiano's records or no?
No, because for example, peak Cristiano in La Liga, he scored like 48 goals in 37 games. Like,
That's crazy, bro. I must say, he hates only once. That's insane, but because
yeah, maybe he can do that one day, but it's very unlikely because Cristiano, he was dropping like 5 pieces, 4 pieces on a regular basis, so it's gonna be very hard to do it. But I think you said it yourself. If he stays the majority of his career in his prime at City, then for sure, I have no doubt in my mind that it will break the record. But if he stays like 3-4 seasons more and then decides to move on to Spain or whatsoever, then yeah, I think the record is safe for sure. But
so if he lives in his peak years, he ends up 100, 120, 130, 140. What do you say?
Like 150, something like that. Which is still pretty great because the ratio in it.
So you're saying so EPL is over now, or too early? Don't be so pessimistic. Chelsea have a chance. What was that? What are you saying?
I heard that. But
no, I didn't say anything. But what are you saying?
Yeah, sure, buddy. Yeah, but Arsenal, it kind of pisses me off because you need a striker, man. When you look at today, until 1 hour, until the 60th minute, I was like, yeah, these guys ain't scoring today, but it took TROSSARD from the bench. Like, you need a striker, man.
You need a striker. I mean, like, Bart, like, when we get to Arsenal, we'll get there, and I'll tell you my frustrations with Arsenal. So, talk to me. What's it called? AK.
CHH. First of all, I did some math. I was just doing some math right now, seeing. So Elijah said 357 goals. I just did like some math. It's some very shady like kind of math because I was like doing like based on weights and stuff. How long would it take him based on the current weight to reach 357 goals? I basically said he plays 35 games in a season because he has like 3 games. Let's say he's injured. I think he would reach it if he played around 9 years more. If he played 9 years from I think if he played 9 more years, 8 to 9 more years, he would reach that thing.
So you're saying that in 8-9 years he breaks Shearer's record in 8-9 years.
Not Shearer's record. Jimmy Greaves 357.
Greaves' record.
Okay, forget about Jimmy. Again, with all due disrespect, forget that guy. What about Shearer's record?
I don't know Shearer's. I don't know Shearer's. What is Shearer's score?
Shearer's 260.
260.
It will probably be around. I would say probably 5 to 6 years, if he could. Yeah, 5 to 6 years makes sense because if it's like 8 to 9 for 100, it's say 100 more goals than.
My thing is that do you see Haaland staying here for 5-6 years? I say no.
I think he will because first of all, where is he gonna go?
You said now the football landscape 3 or 4 years. That's like a football cycle. The landscape can change and clubs can change in a long time. So are you saying that there's no chance that Haaland ends up as PSG in 2027 or 2028 if PSG looks a completely new team?
Maybe he may go, but this is just based on. I'm just basing on if he stays at City because I can't see him really stay that much at City. But bro, this is scary, bro. I mean, I used to say a lot of stuff about Haaland last year. But my opinion changed when I watched that actual tree trunk croc, hyped up piece of garbage, Harry Kane at the Euros. Seeing what he did in those Euros, it gave me an extra amount of respect for Erling Haaland because this guy, he doesn't care about how many touches he gets in games. He doesn't care about dropping deep and playing like a CDM. He cares about one thing and one thing only, that's scoring goals.
Yeah.
And boy, you can't hate, man. And today I triple captained Haaland because I knew Haaland against relegation fodder.
Bro, that's easy money. That's easy money.
Get 3-piece. I know he's gonna get 3-piece. So, bro, it is scary, but I have an opinion on Arsenal that we'll get to later.
Okay. Who else wants to quickly touch on Haaland?
Me.
Okay, let me come to your boy Cole and then Samasi Cole.
Oh, and HH,
Semasi as well.
42 games back in those days before it became 38.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. That's a good point. Cole.
Yeah. I think. Sorry. What's the question? Say the question again.
Samasi, thoughts on?
No. Just give me the question. Ask me the question.
If you weren't listening, Cole, we have to keep.
No. I was listening.
Haaland. Thoughts on Haaland getting yet another hat trick and what he's been doing in the EPL goal scoring wise.
I think this season, Haaland might be the top EPL goal scorer because, again, if you look at the teams in the Premier League, they're not really good defensively. Aside from maybe Arsenal, it should be easy money for Haaland to score goals, not only against the relegation teams, but I also think the mid-table teams. I also agree with AK that I think he could break Greaves' record. Another thing, too, is HH City is going to win the Champions League this season. Get ready. Because I feel like, bro, like...
Win it in Munich.
No, let me just... I feel like with Savinho is like the Mahrez type of mold player. And I think that's something they've been missing. And then they also brought back Gundogan, who is a really good squad depth player to have. They already have good squad depth right now at the moment. The only weakness I see in Man City is Akanji. And that's pretty much it, because I think he's a liability. But aside from really that, I think City really have a good chance to beat Real Madrid and win the season.
Okay, thank you. All right, Sebastian, talk to me. Sebastian.
It was not the topic, but okay.
I know.
Anyway, HH, I have seen this monster in the Bundesliga. HH, he's on 22 hat-tricks, HH. HH, it's getting ridiculous. This league, I think he's getting closer this season to his was it 42 goals? Was 42 in his first season? Was 42 goals? I think it was. He's getting closer this season because last season he also was injured, so he had the time, and it looks like they're finding him again. Last season they had problems in midfield because Gundogan was gone. So the only player...
And even with those problems, he still got 27 goals, even with all those issues.
And the only player who really found him was Kevin De Bruyne, and it looks like they're finding him again. So, it was 36? Yeah, it's 36. So it's gonna be close to 36 goals again. So, man, City look ridiculous. They look like a machine. I don't think anybody can stop them.
Smasi, you're saying 5 in a row in the EPL.
Yeah.
So in King Charles's league, you're saying 5 in a row.
Nobody should watch the Premier League. Nobody should call the Bundesliga Farmers League again.
What's it called? Kenny, what are you saying, bro? How do we stop Haaland and Pep?
Bro, the guy is unstoppable, man.
Kenny, where were you sitting when he missed an open goal? Where were you sitting?
Who?
You know who I'm talking about. Kenny, you told me you went to the game. Where were you sitting when he missed that open goal?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, continue. Let's just know what said that. So continue.
Who did they miss the open goal against?
Worry about Bruno and Man scoring. Worry about
whatever happens in the UCL stays in the UCL. No, we're not talking about the things. We don't talk about that yet. But
shout out to the goo, man. The goo.
Kenny.
But yeah, like the guy is just, when it comes to goal scoring, the guy is just the guy is different, man. The guy is just different. You could see since his early days, like the rate at which he was scoring, not only in his leagues but in the Champions League, it was crazy. And you pair that with the fact that, honestly, going to Man City is a cheat code because this guy just creates chances for fun.
Yeah.
and the guy is gonna keep getting chances and he's gonna keep scoring.
So hold on, let me ask you this: so was last season like a bad season for him? Because people say, "Oh no, this is Haaland wasn't like," because it's weird because he got criticized a lot for last season. Like, man, look at how bad this guy is, but he got 27 goals.
No,
I don't know how that's
really.
bad.
The thing is that obviously when you reach his level, so first season you came and you break records. Obviously, there's
You're a victim of his own
that's what people are gonna say is a down year. But I remember we did prediction. I told you he's going to break his goal scoring record this year for me. Like the way the guy came in as a preseason, the guy was looking fit. If he doesn't get injured, he's breaking that record. Like from it's just a cheat code. When you pair Man City with a guy that can finish like him, is like there's nothing you can do. The guy is going to score at least 30 to 40, at least 30, 35 goals. It's like it's ridiculous. Like it's one record that is never going to get beaten is his goal to game ratio. Like that stuff is untouchable. Like the rate at which he's scoring.
But you know what's so crazy? So remember, because I think that was the point that Elijah raised. For a while, Shearer had 42 games a season. So the fact that this guy is having 38 games and he basically broke the record in 38 games, that's insane. That's insane. Because 4 games, that's huge. Those are 4 matches. And let's be real, in those 4 matches, he could probably drop 2 hat-tricks in those 4 games. Those could be 10 or 12 more goals in those 4 games. So
no, guys, like he's a generational finisher, man. Like it's just, and honestly, he probably picked the right club to go to because he could have gone to many clubs, but he chose Man City. That was probably like the best decision he made for his career so far.
You know what? I'm sorry. Like, you see, Arsenal fans make me laugh, man. Arsenal fans. Look. We'll get to let me just get to those and we'll get to Arsenal, man. You see, because I'm going to be fair here. So, shout out to Money Mates. Lep drinking water after one's. Okay. You see, this guy. Wait, hold on.
You can't say that because dehydrated. Yeah.
Wait. Drop the brick on me. You could drop the brick on me because when it happened, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought it was happening. I was like, Ipswich 1-0 dub. You know.
Elijah, you were alone in thinking that. You were alone in thinking that, bro.
Do you
know how crazy it was? Do you know how crazy it was? Because I went and then I saw, Ipswich 1-0. The moment I went to the match was when they awarded them the penalty. Literally, the moment I switched.
Yeah, I think for this month, the worst thing you can do is go one up early because like
no. You have to do it late.
Yeah, you have to do it late because
shout out to LFA Press. Do member man. Welcome to the membership club. Welcome to the membership club, baby. Welcome to that membership, baby. Patricio, where does Haaland go after City? As I said again,
Madrid.
Here's my thing. No. But in 3 years' time, who knows what PSG will look like? Who knows what Bayern will look like? Who knows what Athletic will look like? So my thing is,
who knows what Chelsea will look like?
Yeah. All right. Talent FC. Sebastian, thank you. Maguire scapegoated for.
We'll talk about that later.
These 5 foot 4.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay, so you know what? I'm not angry right now. I'm angry. I'm sorry, guys, I'm angry. I'm angry. Okay. Arsenal fans. What do I have to do to show that I come in peace? What do I have to do?
Stop calling them big bros. Stop saying that they have no UCL.
Fine. Oh, okay.
Actually,
so guys,
appreciate the fact that they're playing well. How about that?
See, here's my thing here. Arsenal, of course, they're a really good team. Of course, they are playing well. But I need people to be honest with themselves. As of right now, would anybody put money down on Arsenal winning the league?
Yes.
Yes. Well, why are you acting like this?
But H is
wait, hold on. Okay.
You act like Ipswich is gonna win the league.
Mo, I'll ask a question again.
Crazy.
So would you? Mo, you would. Okay. So you would put money down on Arsenal winning the league? You said yes.
It's not crazy. Yes.
No. Wait, I never said it's crazy. Of course, it's not crazy. No, because a team who've been that close. Yeah, it wouldn't be. But now, my next question is not whether it's crazy. Of course, it's not crazy. It's a realistic bet. My My next question is, why would you put money down on Arsenal to win the league? What's the difference now as opposed to last season and 2 seasons before? Because there's a point I'm trying to make, but what makes a difference from this season to last season?
More players, more players, and last season we were close. So this season we'll take a step forward. Last season we lost one game in 2024, and it was against Aston Villa at home. I don't think we're gonna do that again this season.
For me, as long as honestly, even if Arsenal buy a
Man City got
but Kenny, wait,
Man
Kenny.
City also got better.
Now, Kenny, that's where that's where I diverge from you. Because more, I'm both because this is here. If Arsenal get a striker, I believe they win the league.
Nah, as long as Pep Guardiola is in this league. And his players are fit.
So Kenny, think about it. So, hold up. Wait. Let's bring up the table now, because my thing is a really good striker can make up. So, 22, 20, 23, 84 points, 89 points. 23, 24. 89 points, 91 points. So, Kenny, you're saying that a striker can't make up that gap. A really good clinical finisher can make up that gap.
Man City might get more points. Last season, Haaland was injured. De Bruyne was injured. If this guy they got Gundogan back as well. They have wingers. For me, Man City got better as well from last season.
Haven't, bro. They haven't gotten better.
They
lost Alvarez.
Can I speak on this?
No, wait, hold on. Okay, so more, you're saying that Savinho doesn't make them better. So hold on more. So you're saying that Savinho doesn't make them better. Gundogan coming back doesn't make them better. And people are saying that Haaland wasn't fully fit for last season. So this could be a more fully fit, much fresher, 100% Haaland. How aren't they better as a whole opposed to last season?
First of all, Haaland gets injured every season. That's a guaranteed. Him and De Bruyne will get injured this season. Okay. Secondly, they lost Alvarez. You guys don't know how important Alvarez was last season for them, especially at the start of the season. How important he was, and they lost his goals.
To heat up the bench.
No. If Haaland is out of the squad, this season, who's gonna score the goals?
They won the league playing a false nine. They've won leagues playing false nines.
You're acting as if we only City win leagues without nines, with nines.
Yeah. So more, your sense without Haaland, City can't win the league.
No, this season. No.
Mo, my club lost the league title twice on the final day to attacking midfield.
So hold on more. So before I go to AK everyone else, so more, you're saying that Arsenal don't need a striker to win the league. So that with this team, with no striker, you can win the league.
I think we do need a striker. We do.
Okay.
But it's
hold on.
No.
So when I said that you'd put money down on them winning,
I would take a striker, but it's not a must. We don't really need a striker.
I'll ask the question again. Without a striker, can you win the league?
With Kai Havertz, yes, we can win the league.
Bloody fool.
Okay, you want to take the mic?
Answer the
You
question.
want to take the mic, please?
Let's just play that City.
Actually, no. Yeah. That actually makes sense. AK, go for it.
I have hope. I don't know. Have you seen my tweet on Twitter?
No, I don't look at the main timeline. What did you say? Tell us what you said.
My tweet says Arsenal will win the league this season.
And what is your reason as to why? No. So here's the thing. No. Please, let me be fair here. Anybody saying Arsenal will win the league, that's not crazy. That's not crazy saying Arsenal will win the league. But my question is, what makes you feel that they will win the league this year as opposed to last year or the 2 years before?
CHH, I think HH, well, the difference last year was 2 points, right?
Yes.
2 points, ultimately. And 2 points is basically one game here, one game there.
So basically, if they beat Villa, they win the league, don't they? Yeah,
they
win the league.
They win the league. Yeah, exactly. So for me, it's like CHH. I think when you compare them to the other top six, for example, or like their nearest title contenders, your Liverpool's, your Man City's, those three, I don't think they lose to either of Man City or Liverpool. That's my first thing. Because defensively, that team is just far too good. And on top of that, the reasons why they lost the league last year, if you remember, in the West Ham game in December, if you remember, Zinchenko was very poor that game.
Yeah.
In the Liverpool game they drew, without Zinchenko on that pitch, they beat Liverpool at Anfield. You could say they beat Liverpool at Anfield without Zinchenko. Now they have Calafiori on left back, who's a better defender than Zinchenko, just as good as him on the ball. Same with Yuri and Timber. They got the guy Marino in, who is a better... Another thing is, they played Havertz in midfield. They have Marino now, who's a better midfielder than Havertz. See, I think, for me, it's like, do I think City have done enough for me to say they're clear of Arsenal? No. I think Arsenal have improved from last year, and last year was a 2-point difference. And the way Arsenal play with that defense, I think defensively they're just going to be way too solid for other teams' attacks to score against them. And they'll get those 1 or 2 goals somehow through a Saka, through a Havertz. I think ultimately that way they can win the league.
No, I mean, look, that is a fair point, and I do feel that within Calafiori, Timber, all these guys, they have improved as a whole. But the issue that we have to now look at City. So yes, Arsenal have improved. City have gotten better. Because I'm sorry, Gundogan makes them better.
Better, yeah.
And was Haaland fully at his best last season? And who knows what Savinho is going to do? Because this is now a whole other dynamic brought into the team. So the issue though is that you had to get City when they were vulnerable. But Eke, continue.
Yeah, but that's his method. I think I might have been, infected with the Arsenal fan syndrome after watching the football terrorists. But I just have a feeling, man. I don't know, bro. I just have some sort of feeling that Arsenal gonna do it, bro. I don't even know.
Oh, no, look, a feeling is fine, but I'm not betting my own money with a feeling or emotion.
Yes, City your favorite. City your favorite favorites to win.
Cole, yes.
I'll say this though. I really do think that because, and this is the problem, because City has done it repeatedly, like the experience is there. They know what it feels like to lift a trophy.
But what if they get bored? What if they get complacent? 4 in a row. To go 5 times in a row, that takes a lot of concentration.
But you say that, HH. Arsenal too, there's some teams where they've come up against, they're supposed to win those games, they end up losing. You get what I'm saying?
Can I go off the call?
Yeah. So for me personally, HH, I really do think that City this season, I don't even think it will be close. I think City is gonna wipe out everybody in the league, to be honest. Because as good as Arsenal is, even their fullbacks, I still feel Calafiori is injury-prone player, HH. During Timbers, he's still, we still have to see more because last season he got injured too. So, we still have to see more from Arsenal. And also they don't have, one thing about City is they have a striker. They have a striker who can score maybe over 50 goals or 25 or 30.
But that's one thing. But then my whole things are like, as AK said, if you can spread the goals around, you can spread the goals around.
And that's another problem, you see. So I think
because here's the thing, Haaland broke the record in that first season. 27 goals in that second season.
Yeah,
Arsenal were not that far behind. So despite Haaland going crazy goals wise, Arsenal were single digits points behind thingy. So.
Yeah,
but hence why I make the point of if you're only that far behind a team with a guy who scores that many goals, imagine what you could do if you actually had a striker in there. So hold on, let me bring it to Ardes. Ardes, talk to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, big up Arsenal, obviously. So I'm sure. I'll be honest. I won't say I was surprised by the result, but I know that Emery always has a point to prove playing against Arsenal. So I'm sure deep down he's been fuming at this result because it's I need to This is personal. Anytime I play Arsenal FC, and I'm sure that when they go to the Emirates, he'll also make it personal. So regardless, this was a good, this was a good win for Arsenal. whether this translates into, it's only 2 games this season, man. Like, it's 2 games. It's very difficult to make an assessment for any team, quite frankly, based on 2 games, because we don't know about injuries. We don't know about what will happen when squad depth. So I've always said, and I sweat about that, the teams, generally speaking, on Europe that have the biggest squad depth are the ones that ultimately going to win the league and win the trophies. That's just how it is. Because it's fine after 2 games, no one's doing whatever. But as soon as CL starts, FA Cup starts, a Karabuki Cup starts, all these different games, come into play. I don't know whether there's an international competition in January or something, because that might affect things. All those things add up, and then that's when you need your squad. And the reality is that, I appreciate Arsenal give it a challenge, but City still have the best squad in the league. That's just a fact. Arsenal,
we have the most fit.
What do you mean?
I mean, our players don't get injured. City players get injured.
Yeah, but
They didn't get. You got lucky last season with the
No, we didn't. Look at Saka's record. Look at Saliba's record. Look at Gabriel's record.
Nah, but the season before we had hella injuries.
That's why you got lucky.
But that's what I mean.
Wait, hold on, artist.
1 second, yeah.
Can I talk after RDS?
But that's what I mean by squad. You're right. City players do get injured, but the thing is that, like, when their players are injured, they have players that are still high quality to come into the squad and do.
No, because artist, to your points. Oscar Bob, Rico Lewis.
Oh, I completely forgot something. But Rodri has not played the first 2 games.
Exactly.
City are winning. Sorry, but I'm delayed.
No, Eke, don't do that. Eke, don't do that.
It's not that. But the point is, this is my point. Is that, like, yes, I appreciate that City players get injured, but the point is, when you look at their bench, look at squad depth, they have enough quality players available to be able to come in, do the job to the point that they're not going to be dislodged. We know the pattern of City where, like, at the beginning of the usually the first half of the season up until December, sometimes they stumble. There's what it is. They drop a few points here or there. They'll maybe have a bogey game against, I don't know, Palace away or some other team where it'll be a draw or a loss or something like that. That happens. But as soon as they get into the final third of the season, they get into gear, often because of the experience, but also because a lot of their players and their fitness, come back already and fit and ready to play, irrespective of whether they're in Champions League or not. This is not me saying that Arsenal aren't going to have a chance. I think Arsenal's still going to make it competitive. I think they will, and this might be equivalent to what happened where I think the Liverpool, was it 2018, 2019, when it literally went to the last end. There was like a point in it, I think, something like that. Like, it could be, it literally could be that.
So what do you think Arsenal needs to do to be like, yeah, they're going to win the league? Is it a striker? Is it just to become more clinical, better?
No,
what's
they need?
I can realistically see them winning the league now because it's been close.
They need to continue building their squad. As simple as that. You want to get to a point where, and this is the thing, this is what I've got to say about City, but any team, Madrid, etc., is that you want to get to a point where even if your key players are injured or out, the players that come in, it's like they're not there. They can still do a job. So the reality is, like, yeah, I appreciate if that Arsenal got fair players, but if Saka gets injured, do they still have that quality to come in to replace? If Gabriel, Saliba, etc., if they get injured, do they have that quality to come into a place? I'm not necessarily sure. So that is literally the only difference. Yes, in theory, if with a bit of luck and maybe some injuries and decisions here or there, Arsenal could potentially win the league, but it'll be based on that, not necessarily because of squad. And I just think that over the last couple of seasons, not just in the Premier League but in Europe, we've seen, with the exception of maybe Leverkusen, although could you make an argument that Bayern's squad is a bit, I don't know about Bayern's squad, but anyway. But in general, when you look at the winners of the leagues, it's been the teams that have had the best squads.
So as of right now, you don't feel Arsenal have done enough or look like they could have.
Yeah, I think Arsenal will be closer to City this season. But as we already just said, City have strengthened. We've said that Haaland looks like he's fit, so he's getting his G's. Savinho looks good. Gundogan, who basically gave City 2 titles by being clutch, so is back as well. So the only literally thing, the 2 things that could stop City winning this title are 2 things. One, Pep announces that he's leaving City at the beginning in December, and that arrests things. or two, the Premier League
I
get
would
their
top
finger out
orders.
and drop 115. 115
Bro, Ardet, do you know how
if
incredible? But Eric, you know it's not gonna happen because that would be the greatest live stream of all time.
I have my
they
champagne
said
in
they're
the
going to
cooler just to be ready.
They said
Yeah,
they're
I
going
need
to talk.
that
They said they're
115
going to be
to hit.
making a decision apparently next 2 months or so. So if we find something where say City get a 30-point deduction, then
No,
okay.
no. If they get a 30-point deduction and they still win the league, then I don't want to watch football anymore.
Burn it
Yeah,
down. Burn it down. Burn it down.
Burn it down. No.
All right, what's called?
Let
Let me come to Samasa, then I'll come to you, NK. Samasa.
Yeah. The biggest problem Man City had last season was the Rodri replacement. They fixed and the midfield chemistry between it. They fixed that with Gundogan comeback because he can also play the 6 and also can play the 8 and the 10. So, and the second problem was their wingers. They had no option on the wing. And they played like Bernardo Silva and Grealish, and Bernardo Silva is not really a winger, and now they have Doku and Savinho. So they fixed all the problems from last season. They have a fit Haaland. Rodri is gonna get his rest this season, so it's not playing every game. There's no hope. They're gonna win the league. They're probably gonna win the FA Cup. And the only thing stopping them doing travel again is Real Madrid. That's it.
Smart, so that feels very fatalistic.
Here we go, everyone.
or main in FA Cup.
Okay, what's it called? NK, talk to me, man. NK.
It's just the truth, HH.
NK.
Hold up. Is it? What?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, so there's a few things. I think it's not necessarily a striker that Arsenal need. It's somebody in the forward position, because I looked at Martinelli today, and
he's washed.
That ain't it.
The kick and run merchant is done.
He's a fake Brazilian. Give Rafinha's tag to him, man. Give Rafinha's tag to him.
Italian, man. That boy's European, man. But I looked at Martinelli and I was like, that's not it. And I feel like if we were to get, this is just me hypothetically speaking, I don't think we're getting these players. But let's say you put a Nico Williams, you put a Rafael Leao in that position, then you have a Havertz up front, and then obviously Saka on the right. That works that works as opposed to like a striker. Because I feel like the way Arsenal play, there's not many strikers on the market that we can realistically say change our team. The only person I can say that's out there that's available is probably Osherman. Everyone else.
So you wouldn't take Isaac or Tony if they were available. You wouldn't take them.
Tony, absolutely not. Isak's my perfect standing. Isak's like I think he's the perfect striker for Arsenal, just the way we play. But Newcastle are they are going to extort us. They are going to, especially because we're a Premier League, we're a rival in the Premier League. They are going to.
And also, they don't need the money either.
Okay, so if in a crazy world, on a tennis world, Arsenal could spend 110 or 120, would you happily sign up on 120 for Isak?
I would spend 120 and send Martinelli with them. How about that? I would send Martinelli gift wrap with flowers. I think Martinelli's I think he will be a good player, but right now we're competing against like the cyborgs. This is Terminator 2. Like we need everything we can get.
So okay, so for the way Arsenal are right now, do you feel that Caliafori here, Timber, hopefully he doesn't get injured, if everybody stays fit, you can go past City, or do you think you need something more?
If you put a gun to my head, I'll still say City would win, but the margins are so fine. Like anything could happen, and I feel like this win against Villa is important because this is the team that cost us the league. Make no we beat Villa. One of those 2 games, we win the league.
Yeah,
we lost to them twice.
No. Okay, here's my thing. Okay, the 1-0 at Villa Park, it is what it is. It was that 2-0 to Emirates. Because my thing is that it's the stage of the season after Liverpool had just dropped points. You needed to respond. And it was a game at home. And it was near the end of the season. you had to win that
I
game.
hope here. I feel like I think we lost the league in the beginning of the season, not the end. It was the loss to Villa and it was the loss to Fulham. There is no way.
But no,
there's no way
not necessarily, no, because my thing is that you have to look, everyone's going to lose games. Like, the only one team has gone unbeaten in all of the years of the Premier League, which is the Invincible. So you're going to lose games, but you have to look at the dynamics and the storylines of a season. At that point in the season, it was like, you can't afford to lose any games towards the end. You cannot afford to lose games at home. There's a thing about response. Because Liverpool had just messed up, you had to respond by winning after Liverpool had to drop points. So forget the previous thing before. Based on our stage of the season, you win that game, it's in your hands.
No, the reason why I kind of gone.
Oh no, I was gonna tie it because what I'm noticing, based on what everybody's saying, it's a pattern. So basically, what I'm noticing is it's not really what you do against your big six. It's really those games against everybody else. Everybody that is 12 to 20 or 10 to 20. Those are the games that really matter, because you slip up, it doesn't really matter what you do against
No. Okay, but Elijah, fine, you slip up. But at the end of the day, Elijah, if they beat Villa, it's in their hands. There's nothing the City can do. And also, that's a game. Yes, it's a good team, but at that stage of the season, you are at home. You can't afford to lose that game.
I hear what you're saying in principle, but do you know if we had beaten Villa, that means we would have gone undefeated in 2024.
Yeah.
So?
No, what I mean, no, that would have been great. But what that means,
Ollie did that when he was manager.
And unprecedented record. And I feel like, in my opinion, the way you beat a league is that you can afford to lose one game in the beginning and one game at the end, right? And for me, it's that period in December where we lost games back to back. You can't lose games.
Yeah, that's the problem.
No. But also, NK, I don't know whether you're old enough, but let's even go back to the Fergie days. For United, would lose games middle of the season thingy. Those last 10 games, we all wins. You see, when you're going into the run-in, you can't afford to lose. And that was what made Fergie. Once Fergie was, okay, we can see the home straight, boom. The losses that Fergie's United used to have were in the middle of the season. Same thing for Pep. Once Pep sees like last 10 games, all W's. And that's what you have to do. On that home stretch, it has to be perfection.
You also got to bear in mind the squad as well. So in a case, just that like last season as well, although they managed it okay, but they did get back into the Champions League, So, and what I did see, whatever you say, is that Arsenal, from what I could observe, they couldn't manage multiple competitions. I'm not saying they did badly in the Champions League, but it was clear to me that what I would say is that potentially, if they win a situation where Arsenal side, right, we've got in with a title chance, we can potentially push our advantage, and we're ahead of City by a certain amount of points. I could potentially see a situation where they go, fine, forget about the CL, forget about the FA Cup, forget about the Kabuki Cup if they're still in it. Let me just focus on the Premier League. Then, based on that, maybe they could do something. They're not going to be able to manage four competitions and at the same time catch up with City. That's not what they can't do that.
Champions League, we're not sniffing the Champions League. That's not happening this season. I think in a cup, without a prolific either winger or an attacker, that's not happening. Champions League is a moment. It's a moment.
But one is you still got to play the games, and naturally, because obviously the Champions League format now you're playing. Is it 10 group games now?
Yeah,
I think
we've got the squad for that though. Defensively,
we're good with that.
Defensively, we're fine.
Okay, so let me quickly take week to Pinsky's, and then I want to Arda to talk about the Boychester kids.
Oh, why?
Edwinning. Arsenal needs a left winger and a striker that's good aerially and knows how to run the box properly. Look, okay, so for the Arsenal guys, NK thingy, because this question asked, TROSSARD, should he be a starter or he's a super sub?
Hell yes. Actually, when he starts games, he's ass. I'm not gonna lie to you. When he comes out,
and that's the question asked because
that's the problem.
Because my thing is that because in the video I put out is there's some guys who are good off the bench. It's because it seems weird because like I told you, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Torre Andre Flo, These guys were just good off the bench. And the guys that if you start them, they're not as good. So the weird thing is that Trossard should be a starter based on how good he is off the bench. But if you start him, you probably don't get the same productivity.
Here's the thing with Trossard. It's because the one thing I'll say about Martinelli is an energy merchant, and he tires out defenders. That running up and down, he does tire defenders. So when Trossard does come in the latter half of the game, it benefits him because the defenders have already been worked. That's what Martinelli does.
Yeah, first 45 minutes, go cardio, and then Trossard comes in.
Yeah, and
it's sad that Brazil became a cardio nation.
Yeah.
No. Listen, that's where we got. So shout out to Hamza. It isn't that Arsenal can't win the league. They'll be there or thereabouts. But Arsenal fans can't be mad if people pick City. Prove us wrong, Arsenal. And I think that's...
we just don't like disrespect.
Oh, no. Okay, where is the disrespect? Okay. See, thank you. See, I'm actually glad you guys are here. So what do you think people are doing that is disrespecting Arsenal?
No. I don't think anyone in this stream is disrespecting Arsenal, but like it's when people are like,
apart from
like,
HH.
Mm.
we have brick content creators saying, oh, Newcastle will finish above Arsenal. We have brick content creators saying, oh, like Arsenal are one injury away from their season being finished. It's like, no, like we are better than everyone else in the league. We're just dealing with the greatest dynasty you've ever seen in the Premier League, so the margins are fine.
Okay, so no. And okay, on that, do you think that is a perfect excuse to have, which is that Pep is just so great and City is so great, so finishing second to this team is fine? Because because do you know why? Do you know why I say that's false? If they were won by 10 points or 30 points, that's fine. Season 1. Top for 93% of the time.
Bold it.
And completely bottled it. The next other season where they lost to Gundogan and they were not as good, it was pretty much in your hands. So my thing is, when you look at it at that context, this isn't 100 points. See, what Liverpool were going up against was a beast. What Liverpool were going up against. What you're going up against is still very good, but it isn't what Liverpool were facing.
No.
But they've got Haaland. What are we doing now?
Exactly. And
Okay. Yes, they have Haaland, and you only lost it by 2 points. Previously, it was at 4 or 5 points. So Haaland isn't this thing of like, no, because let's be real. You lost the league when you should have pretty much won it, where it was literally in your hands.
That first season, I agree with you. That was inexcusable. That was a bottle job of all bottle job. Last season is a bit different. Last season was like a very competitive back and forth league. But this is why Arteta, for me, I'm not going to say Arteta out if he doesn't win the league. He has to win. He has to win a major trophy, and the Carabao is not a major trophy. For me, he has to win something substantial. The only I'd be happy with FA Cup will kind of paper over cracks, but it doesn't.
No.
Hell no. He needs to go.
Forget that FA Cup, not league. So shout out to Talent FC. LL Tales of a Blind Itis Merchant wrote off Barcola after one cameo.
Yeah.
Reps Felix and Sancho because he fancies them and they look cute. Said Lukaku was a 10/9.
Yeah, but Barcola's balling out, man. He's doing better than Mbappe, bro.
Why didn't he help Mbappe in that UCL against him?
He did. It's just
Can I say one small thing?
Okay, no, real quick. No, one spot thing. No, go for it.
For Mudryk again, because we would have had Martinelli, Mudryk,
NK.
Thank you very much.
NK. Oh no. NK. We kept the receipts, and there is a 5-year money back guarantee on that receipt. So anytime you want him back, feel free. Anytime you want him back,
keep the receipt. We're good.
So Nomad, you wanted to say something real quick, Nomad?
Yeah, in the last 8 years, Man City have won 7 league titles, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, so out of that, 4 out of 7, they won by like 1 point, 2 point, 3 points, 5 points. 4 out of 7. And the rest, whenever they won by a huge margin of points, 17, 18, 19 points, it was Manchester United that they were competing with. So you can understand that they weren't having much of a competition. So this whole agenda in the English media that Man City have completely destroyed the league. They've destroyed the league by winning it, not by demeaning their competition as such. Because winning the league, sure, you won it a lot of times. So you've kind of like made it your league. But you won it by 1 point, 2 point, 3 points. You haven't done what Juve did in Serie, or Bayern Munich did in
No,
the
no, no, no.
Bundesliga.
But do you know why? The issue though is that of the financial spread of the Premier League, like the notion of a team winning 4 times in a row, 6 out of 7 is crazy because of how much people can spend. You see, that can happen at Juve because calciopoli tax and just the dimensions of the Serie. That can happen in the Bundesliga based on 50 plus 1. But to do that in a league where everybody can spend money and United have outspent City recently, that is what makes it problematic that Pep shouldn't be allowed to do this.
Outspend City. No, let me lie. But those 4 out of 7 times that they won by 1, 2, 3 points, even that they were able to win because of the depth in their squad. And the kind of depth in the squad that they were able to manage was because of 1-1-5. So this whole thing that they've absolutely destroyed, you'll see, once Pep leaves, once they'll get any kind of, face any kind of repercussions from 1-1-5, things will go back to normal.
No.
I guarantee.
Nobody's
I
going
guarantee.
So wait, hold on. So Ardius, is your mic working? Ardius.
Yeah, my mic's working. Yeah.
So Ardius, I was a fool. Let me tell you why I was a fool. I was a fool because I predicted United to finish second in the Premier League. Now, when I made that, I was on the assumption.
Drop the brick.
I was under the assumption that they would win this striker. No. But Ardius, I just need to be clear here. Going into the 2024-25 season, is your only out-and-out striker Rasmus and your alternatives the false 9 of Bruno or Mason Mount? Is that the scenario that United are facing? Or, sorry, Zek Nowitzki. So basically, it's the Moose and Zek Nowitzki. Those are your 2 strikers.
Respect Nowitzki, man. Don't compare him to that guy.
Before I say anything, I just wanted to share my screen for a second. This is actually something that you tweeted out.
RDS, somebody said that Xerxes looks like Cordon Bleu from Jump.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Can I just talk about can I just talk about this man for a second, please, before I go into anything like that? Now this man actually was at the Brighton game, man. There's a picture of
which is weird.
It was wild. It was like pray for Brighton. I don't know the last time I've seen someone go 6 for 6. City won today, Spurs won today, Arsenal won today, Barcelona won today, United lost, Xerxes messed up for that goal, and Haaland was the one that scored the hat-trick. I don't. This is.
But he does this talking about Trey. Why doesn't he do this to work against Pep? Honestly, here's the thing. First of all, these are jinx parts that are way beyond me. So nobody ever come to me towards jinx because Trey is in a whole other level to me.
This is a whole other level. This is crazy. This is evil almost. I'm not supporting guys, Chelsea fans, any fans. If someone could just take this guy, because to be honest, people talk about a game like this, the guy is the biggest threat to Manchester United's season.
Yeah, he has to get eliminated. RDS, he got to get eliminated, man.
Okay, Barry, let's not go further.
I'm all out. Just if he tweeted after the game, it'd be fine. It's the fact that he does this before he goes to the games, and it's I don't understand.
Who's that United?
Wait, hold up. Don't tell me he's Nigerian. Is he Nigerian?
Yeah,
he's Nigerian.
Yeah. Of course he is, HH.
He's Nigerian. That's why I'm like, bro, I don't know whether.
Oh my god.
How?
He's a bizarre old version of HH.
I don't know whether this is some Abuja State, some magic from some god. I don't know. We're talking about elder god type magic here. We're talking about elder god, water spirit type stuff that's coming from this guy. So anyway, I just did he?
Wait! Did he jinx us in the AFCON final?
He did. I remember that.
He did.
I can't lie, that was amazing content.
This is all I want is, can the guy not say anything when the Nigerian qualifiers are on? That's what I'm saying. Can the guy just be quiet when the Nigerian qualifiers are on, please?
Wait a minute. That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
Okay, so but but for United, so United are not getting a striker this window. Your strikers are the Moose and Zirkon Nowitzki.
No, United and obviously Højlund is injured, which is unfortunate. So won't be back for a bit. I suspect it is a bit weird because at the beginning of the transfer window or the end of the season, it seemed that a striker and a left back was a priority, and somehow they're not a priority anymore. So I do find that odd. I don't know what's changed. I don't know whether it was the assumption that shouldn't be sold or the rest of it. So, but yeah, United need a striker. I don't think United today were awful, but it's clear to me that you can't play Bruno Mount together, although the pressing was fine, and that you need to take advantage of your wingers. They need a striker. There needs to be someone who puts in the back of it. I actually think when Højlund comes back, they'll actually play better, but just because of that focal point and someone to go to. But I think the thing I would say about United, at least, that has noticeably improved compared to last season is that the amount of chances that they're conceding is far less. Far less. Whatever.
But I saw a stat that Rihanna has now faced like the most shots ever by a keeper.
Who?
Like in the past few seasons? Is this true?
Not in the first two games. Maybe last season, yes, but not in the first two.
But basically, there's a stat with that Rihanna has faced like a crazy number of shots.
Yeah,
or something.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so last season, it was ridiculous. Like he was facing on average 20-25 shots a game. Which, whatever you say about Onana, you can't concede or allow like 20 shots to your keeper, regardless. I don't know how good the keeper is. One of those goals is going to go into the net.
That is crazy.
One of the things that at least has changed this season is that the game's much more controlled. We're conceding far less opportunities. I think even in that first half, Brighton had one shot on target. Second half, maybe a few more, but far less than last season. So. But I don't think there was. Oh, let me just an aside, by the way. Just an aside as a way. I'm calling out those Ahmad haters, man, because at halftime I saw a lot of and some of them maybe were Santrambos, I don't know, but this guy lost his mom like in midweek or something, like the guy before, and because he wasn't having a great game, the amount of people there were a sizable amount of people on the TL that were like, Ahmad's crap, see United fan new toy, garbage, etc. Just like, bro, the guy is literally like, he's lost his mum in midweek. Like, come on, guys. Like, and he still wanted to play. Like, are you actually United fans if you don't think that's going to have a? And then the irony is that in the second half, he's the one that scores the goal. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I was a little bit, I don't know, that stuck with me in the game. I was like, it was quite tactless, to be honest. So I don't know whether those United fans who say the United fans actually are, when they can't, at least have some common decency to think that
that's like, maybe they didn't know. I'll try and say maybe they didn't know. Like, if they knew and they went in, then that's crazy. But if they didn't know, that they didn't know.
I hope they
Can I
didn't.
talk
Anyway, just as a final point. Yeah. This is a vital point. At the end of the day, I don't think United's people should be. It's the second game. People need to relax and not necessarily overreact. I will show you the other picture. I'm sorry, you can't blame Ten Hag for that second goal. HH, there are 3 Brighton players unmarked on the left side of the post. I saw there was like
no, bro. But as normally you're like, oh, is that offside? João Pedro was like 3,000 years onside.
Yeah.
He literally was. I was like, the marking on that was atrocious.
There were 10 United players in the box. There were 10 United players in the box, and somehow 3 Brighton. There were only 4 Brighton players in the box, and somehow 3 Brighton players were unmarked. That's not managerial. That's not coaching. You can't say you coach that. That's like we're switching on defensively and not thinking, oh, we need to go and get the second goal, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, we need to make sure that we don't lose. And for whatever reason, Dallo, Delit, McTominay, whatever it is, just decided we're not interested. And also cutting the cross out.
Why?
The mark. I literally have no idea, what happened for that. Because that that shouldn't have gone in. It should have been 1-1, and that was terrible defending.
Adias, can I ask you a question?
Yes, no, yeah.
You're one of the biggest clubs in the world, right? You're one of the highest revenues after Real Madrid, the biggest brand alongside Real Madrid, one of the biggest clubs in English football history alongside Liverpool, one of almost the top highest number of league titles, a European giant. Old Trafford is a European stadium, legendary
what's the
stadium.
question? What's the question?
The question is if that's what your club is, and the words, the two words Manchester United mean something. How can you in 2024 start with Harry Maguire, Mason Mount, and Marcus Rashford?
Yeah,
you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself and should be boycotting your entire club. Shame on you and shame on your club.
He's being loyal. He's being loyal. Unlike some people here.
He's not wrong. He's not.
Okay, so Matthew, real quick. Matthew, let's move. Smash it.
Ten Hag, you can piss off, okay? He can piss off.
So that just keep in mind that Samasi is on loan to United from Bayern because Bayern hired a black manager. So Samasi, continue.
Very false, is it? His starting 11 was all I thought was wrong. I thought Maguire is a bozo, okay? He's not a good defender. Why starting... Except that's all your fault. Guys.
That's crazy. Guys, anybody who knows Luton, I know someone who lives in Luton. Basically, Luton ain't it. Luton it ain't it. But continue.
I thought there was some good places.
I'm gonna laugh the last. After Man United win a cup and finished second, I'm gonna laugh the last because Ten Hag isn't gonna be manager for long. It's been 3 seasons. He had all the players he wanted, and this guy has no plan. Nothing. There's so much missing Man United. I thought with the players he could start dominating games. 0. The defending Maguire atrocious. Why start Maguire when you have Delict? Why? Why start Masvari was good again. He was solid again. That's the only good thing I have. Mason Mount and Bruno. Both Bruno, I hate him so much, that fucking red. If Bruno doesn't create something nobody creates in this team, that's the one of the biggest. Mason Mount, the only thing he can do is press. AJ's atrocious on Rashford. He's so lazy in the press. He doesn't do any defending. Rashford, you are not a luxury player that you cannot even press for or defend for your team. Man United should have sold Rashford to PSG and gotten a good striker with that money. They should have. They didn't. And now Man United is stuck. I'm so pissed at that team because I believed in that team that Man United could really do something. I'm gonna stay on that loan, by the way, Elijah. I'm gonna stay. I'm not crazy to go on loan to Man United.
Sebastian, real quick. Why did you choose to go on loan to United? Like, why United?
I've been asking this question for
days. Sebastian, why United? Why on loan to United?
Call me delusional. I think Man United will cook the season.
Drop the brick.
How?
That's stupid.
HH, this is a club. Let's 11 titles in a row.
Ardias, don't you dare. Ardias, don't you dare. Ardias, don't you dare.
All I'm saying is that when you ask about Bayern, when you ask about Chelsea, when you ask about Arsenal, did any of those teams win a trophy compared to United last season?
Yeah,
Shut your goddamn ass up.
We're not
Did
repping
they?
in Football
But
Association
did
Cup.
they? Did they?
We're not
United
repping in
made
Football
a good
Association Cup. We're
transfer.
not doing that.
No. But did
Can I
they?
talk?
Did they? That's the question.
We're not repping that.
Man
We're not repping
United
that.
had a good transfer window, and they won the FA Cup, and they look good in the FA Cup final against City. So I thought maybe Ten Hag can work on it, but Ten Hag is a dumbass. I forgot how awful of a manager Ten Hag is. He needs to go like right
All right.
now.
Okay. Sebastian, thank you.
Tomorrow. He should be set.
So hold on. Barry, is the mic working there?
Wait, I want to speak on United, man.
Oh, no. We have to have more because we have lots of stuff to go through. Peruvian, there's a space to open up for you. Peruvian. So Barry, before I come to you, Barry. So Barry, here's
one last reminder: Rodrigo is more Portuguese than Bruno Fernandes.
Okay.
Last reminder.
Okay, so Barry, now hold on, Barry. Here's the thing, so Barry, do I owe him an apology?
Oh, to the ski? I mean, listen, dude.
Because I called him old, geriatric, and a piss bag merchant, and it's elderly abuse. But good numbers last season. Previous season, Pichichi. He's now on, what is it, 2 or 3 goals now in 2 games?
3 goals.
3 goals. So
Mbappe, come outside.
He hasn't even played his second game yet.
Hold up. So Barry, do we need to give Lewandowski an apology? And so Lewandowski, does he still have good years left? And are we missing the whole Hansi Flick Lewandowski thing? Or it's only 2 games? It's going to go back to being washed up soon.
Well, here's the thing. The criticism that was given to him last season, I think people weren't necessarily wrong. Because, okay, he scored 19 goals last season. 19 or 17. It was either one of them. But he missed so many chances. And he was so selfish at times where he could have played a simple pass to Rafinha for him to score, but he just said, you know what, let me do it. Because obviously, I understand the perspective of a striker. But still, like if you're in a 1-0 situation, you're not playing well, and you have the chance to make a break, don't be selfish. Just give it to your teammate and do what the necessary move. But he's still old. He's 36. He's at the twilight of his career, but he can still score goals. So, but the thing is, he didn't have he could have had a hat trick today, even, but he just missed a bit of luck.
So in your view, in 2024, what do you see Lewandowski as? Elite striker, very good striker, decent striker. What is Lewandowski in 2024?
He's 25 Gs in all competitions.
He's in the middle of decent and very good, I'd say. Like he's still very serviceable. Yeah. But I think the one that you need to give an apology is maybe Rafinha. Because listen, man, you can say whatever because we had. I understand you because we had Dino, we had Neymar, but Rafinha, like the work he puts in every single game, like come on, man, you gotta respect it.
So
which is fake Brazilian tag with Martinelli.
So basically, from what you're saying, so do you feel that with Lewandowski's consistency of goal scoring and Real maybe trying to figure out who their main goal scorers, do you think that there's a platform for Barca to maybe win the league this season? Shockingly,
it's too soon to say because there's 38 games. We're only 2 games in. A lot of stuff can happen, but an adaptation period is obviously necessary for Real. But I just have to see a bit more. I can't make a right judgment on only 2 games.
Ricardo, talk to me about the ski.
Yo, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today, man?
What's cracking, man? What's cracking? How's the road?
Big up,
Hey, H, how you doing?
Ricardo, what are your thoughts on Lewandowski? What are your thoughts on Lewandowski?
I'm trying to be courteous. I asked you a question. I expect you to reply. How you doing?
Ricardo, thoughts on Lewandowski in his second game of the season in La Liga?
Can you pull up my AV, please?
That AV is crazy.
I'm not
pull it up, man. Just pull it up. Pull it up.
I'm not because listen. First of all, I can't see what that AVI is. But
just pull it up.
It looks like HH is
that
might be HH's chest.
No, that's crazy.
Pull it up.
No, and then pull it up.
Okay, hold on. And ladies and gentlemen, this is what a Nigerian British YouTuber peak male athleticism looks like in your mid 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah, peak male performance.
Bro, it's where I didn't even know it was that. I thought it was something different, but
you know what? I'll say this. I'll give you credit because the level of confidence you need to put that as on the internet,
That's not me. It's my name is Halfo, but that's HS. That's it. So that's someone different, man. That's HS. And HS is very wild, so that's not me.
All I know is, well, you need to hit the gym. But anyways, Lewandowski, look, the guy could have had a hat trick, hit the post twice. It probably got a little bit to do with the flickster. This is rewinding back the years a little bit, 2020 vibes. Look, I always put a tax in the first maybe 5 games of the season, just because opening home game hype. Everybody's excited. Shout out Haaland, scored a hat trick today. This always happens. It's always like you start off flying. Will this continue over the course of the season? I mean, I hope because Lewandowski, what's it been 2 years he's been at Barcelona now? I would say, really only the first half of the first year, he was actually good. Ever since the World Cup, he's been pretty ass. So,
can Lewandowski still give? Is there still something? What more can Lewandowski give at his age? Is there still? Can he still give you a 22, 23 goal a season, or that's past him?
No,
because he got is it 19 last year in La Liga?
19 last year on a bad season, which is still good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, but we're talking about one of the best goal getters. Not even only the 20.
No, but I think that's the issue though, because what I was saying in my video is we said that's bad, but it's because we are comparing him to what he was, which is one of the best strikers of his generation. Yeah. 19 goals for anybody is a good season for any striker.
It's a good season, but obviously when you're talking about Lewandowski, you obviously hold him to a different standard. Personally, with this system, even if you look at last system, if you look at the statistics, Barcelona were one of the best creative teams in Europe, but they were also one of the most inefficient teams. And Lewandowski was incredibly inefficient. So when you mix that with the fact that now you have a manager that he is familiar with the type of football that probably suits him more, I would say the whole Pep way of playing, the Xavi way of playing would suit Lewandowski more when he was younger, when he was more, agile, he was on the top of his game, highly tactical. But at this point, he is declining. But a striker always knows where the net is without looking at it. That's how you know who's a great striker and who's not. Lewandowski is one of those guys. So as long as we can provide him the service he needs, as long as he puts himself in great positions, which he does, to be fair, he just needs to be effective. And I think he can give us 25 goals in the league this season in the league. Maybe 35 altogether. Anything more than I think he's had a superb season. He is declining, but with the amount of chances Barcelona do create, and he's really the only reference in terms of who's going to score, because Yamal is still young. I mean, he can get maybe 10 goals a season, 15. Rafinha, hot and cold, but he is a GA merchant. Majority of the goals is going to have to come through Lewandowski.
If we give Fermin Lopez more playing time, he's a GA merchant also.
Yeah, he can get you 10 goals, in the season, but it's ultimately going to come down to Lewandowski when it matters most.
So before I go to number, so if Lewandowski, let's just say he gets you 22 goals, does that win you the league? Do you think that can win? That's a good chance of winning the league.
I always say this. We always need more context when you score goals. How frequent are your goals? Are your goals like one hat trick here, then you don't score for the next 2 games? Or is your goal, are you giving
spread out?
Spread out. If we're getting that type of Lewandowski, then he's going to give us a fighting chance. Obviously, Real Madrid, just on talent alone, they can win this league title. And adaptation period, we're talking about some of the best players in the world in one team. It's gonna be tough, but Lewandowski is. If we're going to win the league, it's gonna be really because of him. I don't see anything else.
No man, thoughts on Lewandowski. Are you worried that Lewandowski might outscore Mbappe?
He can outscore Mbappe. He can score maybe 26, 27 goals, and Mbappe would score 23, 24 in the league. So in the league, in all competitions, I don't think so.
No, in the league. I'm still talking about La Liga, just in the league.
In the league, of course, it's possible because again, Mbappe is going to need some time to adjust, and Lewandowski is a true number 9. He's not one of those false 9 or advanced playmakers or any of that BS. Yeah. He's an experienced number 9. He knows where the goal is, and he's also has one thing that Mbappe never has had and never will have, which is he's really good in the air. So he's going to score a lot of headers as well, especially if you have Ferran Torres and Rafinha, and even Lamine Yamal on the wings. They're the kinds of wingers who can give you bunch of crosses as well. You know, maybe when Olmo decides to come in, and he gives him those through balls, a lot of tap-ins as well. So yeah, I think he could do really good in the league. But when it comes to the Champions League and when it comes to other, truly high-level opposition, I think low blocks are going to be his bane, the death of his consistency, his goal scoring consistency. I think low blocks against top level teams.
So you don't do you think Hansi Flick's tactics will offset that based on how different he is from Xavi and he knows Lewandowski?
No, like HH. If you would decide to manage Barcelona, you would be better than Xavi. And let's not even talk about that.
No man, I rate myself as a coach. I think I'm a great football mind, but come on.
Okay, I'm gonna talk.
No. Many people are but. So let's be real. Hansi Flick is a known entity, and let's be real. When Lewandowski was at his best, Lewandowski in his final form, who was his manager?
No,
peak Lewandowski.
No, not just him, but even like, for example, I think Pedri. Pedri is going to perform better under Hansi Flick than he did under Xavi. That's what I think as well. So yeah, that this Barcelona side is going to be better than they were let's not even compare them to Xavi's Barcelona. Like Xavi was a bigger terrorist than Diego Simeone. Like that tells you something. Like obviously this Barcelona team is going to be better, but to do that, like they need Martinez in the defense, to be consistent. Because Christensen is out for a serious injury.
Araujo, I think is out. Yeah.
Yeah, Araujo is out till January. Christensen is out.
You don't believe in the Stieg. You don't believe in the Stieg. The Stieg.
Wait, no.
Steginski.
No,
Stigzy.
Deutschland's number one. Deutschland's number one.
No, with all due fairness, like Ter Stegen is a good goalkeeper. Koundé is defensively solid, but attacking wise, he's absolute ass. Like Juan Bissaka gives better crosses than him. So, but defensively, he's solid. Kubarsi is good. Martinez is experienced, but has to be consistent. Balde is good. Balde is actually really underrated. Bernal is an unknown quantity. If he's even like 7 out of 10 in most matches, he's going to be the most important player in the entire Barcelona team. We don't need to talk about Pedri, Fermin Lopez, and even if Dani Olmo gets registered, they're all playmaking merchants. And then Ferran Torres, if Ferran Torres decides to stay fit, I think he can give you double-digit GA. I do think
he survived today.
Yeah, Ferran Torres, if he stays fit.
How?
Ferran Torres?
He had a good game today. You can't even hate. He had a good game today.
Yeah, because
we are repping Ferran Torres in 2024.
No, we're not repping him.
We're not repping him. You're just saying he can give you double-digit GA.
It's always got to go overboard, man.
We're not repping him. We're just saying he could be decent. He could be serviceable.
So, side note, Barry or Ricardo answer. How is Olmo not registered?
I don't know, man. Don't ask me.
Yeah, because it's very demoralizing because the team is good, but the board is just trash. Imagine if one Olmo, you have to do all that to register. Imagine if we had Nico and oh my god.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It might be an L take. I think Barcelona actually have one of the better squads in Europe, but you just have bozos managing the club.
They've got a decent
I'd agree.
They've got a decent squad, not one of the best squads. Decent squad.
You said one of the best squads in Europe.
No. Decent squad.
Yeah, it might.
No. I'd say the squad is good. Best?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, how many? Like, it's really Man City, Real Madrid, way above the cut, and then who's the rest?
Yeah, to be fair, I think when you look at it.
So you're not ripping Arsenal squad outside of a striker?
I mean, I'm talking about with including the bench.
Oh.
That's a squad, not starting 11.
But you know what it is because Barca's young players are so good. That's the thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, if Barcelona want to win the league, Lewandowski has to start back because When was the last time that Barcelona won the league without a stat pattern?
Oh, no,
20 years ago?
Okay, so Nomad. Wait, hold on. So Nomad, do Real also need a stats pattern, or you think
Of
you're going to
course,
spread the goals
obviously.
around?
No. We need
Who's
a
going to be the
stat
stats pattern? So you believe for sure
It has
Mbappe
to
will
be
stats
Mbappe.
pad?
It has to be Mbappe. It has to be. If Mbappe does not stat pad, Real Madrid is not going to win the league by more than 1 or 2 points or 3 points max. At the most.
Nomad, I'm saying it's going to be very interesting because Nomad, I mean, he's not here, but have hope from the future. Mbappe in stats padding this season.
Bro, you're trying to add dot.
No.
You're trying to add
This is objective. He's going to score. No. He's going to score goals. I'm saying 16 max, 15, 16 max.
Oh my
God. He ain't getting 20.
He ain't getting 20. You know what that opens the door for HH? Going back to the beginning of what we've been talking, going back to the beginning of the show. That opens the door for Haaland. If Mbappe doesn't work, Haaland's going to work.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Your stats, they're going to replace Mbappe with Haaland?
Haaland in Madrid.
Do you want HH?
No. Elijah, did you hear what you just said? You're going to replace one of the greatest World Cup players of all time with Erling Haaland?
Nothing to do.
Wait.
Haaland is a striker.
I don't like that. I never liked that. Real Madrid does not care. Real Madrid is the club. It's the standard club. They don't care if you have a UCL.
Haaland has a UCL.
They don't care if you have
how many did he score in that UCL final?
But if you win games, if you score goals, and those goals win games, that's what matters at Madrid.
I'm gonna be honest. Haaland's club career right now is better than
Mbappe. Elijah, if Haaland's going to replace anyone, it's going to be Rodrigo, not Mbappe. Mbappe is going to be pushed on the right side.
Hold on. I want to ask a question going around, and I may put this into the as a poll. So, who scores more? I want to just put this as a topic. So, who scores more? I believe Lewandowski is going to outscore Mbappe this season. RDS, who scores more in La Liga this season? Just in La Liga alone, Mbappe or Lewandowski, who is 36 years old?
I appreciate your attempt at reverse jinx to sort of downplay Mbappe because unfortunately he's not been relevant since the World Cup. So I understand that. Oh, the hat trick in the World Cup.
RDS, what's Mbappe's greater achievement since 2018?
Ricardo, you know it's very rude to talk over people. You know that.
No, I'm asking him a question. I'm encouraging conversation right now.
He scored a hat trick against Argentina in the World Cup.
Right, he got a medal for that. Yeah, for the hat trick against Argentina.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, silver medal in Qatar. You know, so since then I don't really know what his achievement is. You know, so but. Yeah, I think Mbappe's got Mbappe's got to score more goals than Lewandowski, man. You know, there's no way. In fact, I even go on better. Mbappe better score more goals than Jamie Vardy in the Premier League. I'm going to say this right now. If Jamie Vardy at 37 scores
no. Okay, so Ernest, what is it? So Ernest, so your final answer is Mbappe will score more than...
My final answer is if Mbappe doesn't score more goals than Jamie Vardy at 37 for Leicester in the Premier League, we're going to have an uncomfortable conversation, HH.
All right. What's it called? AK, who scores more, Mbappe or Lewandowski? And remember, La Liga, not in all comps, La Liga alone, only in La Liga.
In La Liga only?
Yeah.
I think they end up with the same amount.
What?
I think both get 23 goals.
I'm going to clip that. And if you're right, that would be pretty damn scary. All right.
Score more than Nico Jackson, HH.
Kenny, who scores more, La Liga alone, Mbappe or Lewandowski?
I think it's going to be close by Mbappe.
You know, Troop makes up a good point. Will Mbappe outscore Iago Aspas?
Bruh, I haven't heard about him since we sold him.
What's called?
He cooks, man. I hate that guy.
Elijah, who scores more? Elijah, who scores more?
I mean, RDS brought up Jamie Vardy. Ricardo brought up Aspas. I'm not going to bring up my guy, but HH, I'm just saying that Mbappe better show up.
No, I don't care. Who will score more, Mbappe or Lewandowski in La Liga alone?
I mean, Mbappe. And if he doesn't, and my guy, never mind. Just
actually, if
Mbappe
also remember, guys,
hey,
if he's injured, it doesn't count. If he's injured, it
no,
doesn't count.
no.
Elijah, are you saying that like if Darbibi scores,
If Darbibi scores more goals, we go.
is that
AJ is gonna have to go into hiding, bro.
What was also called? NK, who scores more in La Liga alone? Mbappe or Lewandowski?
Yeah, I think Michelangelo definitely scores.
No. Can I talk?
Okay. Why do you think he definitely scores more, even though that this is a new team, new environment, new language, new environment, and adaptation period as well?
Like he can speak
Gid.
Spanish pretty good.
Because HH, if he doesn't, the cookout. You know, I got suya ready for you. The cookout. Oh my god.
Well, what is the hold on? What is the what is an expectation we can put on Mbappe that we can all agree on?
I say
15 goals.
15.
That's it. That's the
What?
standard of holding.
What?
15.
Yeah, you guys-
15.
I've never seen the bar be so low for a goal candidate.
Ricardo, you asked the question and the guys are 15. Guys, we can all agree 15 goals for Mbappe. We can all agree.
He should have 15 goals by midway
you
season.
literally gave the same standard to Højlund last season when he signed for United.
RDS, that's a lie. RDS,
No,
that is a lie. RDS, I'll keep your receipts.
19-year-old Højlund should have got 15 goals. You're saying Mbappe.
Ricardo, the answer to your question is 15. We can all agree that 15 goals.
Ameke makes a good point. Is he gonna score Vitor Roque at mid?
So NK, you say Mbappe is going to outscore a 36-year-old Pichichi award winner.
He should get 25 minimum.
So how many do you think he gets in La Liga alone?
La Liga alone, I say 22.
Okay. What's it called? Barry, what are you saying? How many goals?
Ricardo, that picture is disgusting. But
God. Barry.
Yeah, I think
he's the
Masi, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. Barry, continue.
I think Lewa should get it because Mbappe first he gotta adapt, and second, he gotta share the sugar with Vinny and Rodrigo. So I think it's gonna be a bit difficult to get higher than like 25, 30, something like that.
Okay, so your pick is Mbappe.
No, Lewandowski.
All right. Reaction Central. Who scores more goals in La Liga alone? Reaction Central, TROSSARD. Okay. TROSSARD is crazy. TROSSARD is crazy. Okay, Samasi, talk to me. Who scores more?
Listen, I believe in Lewandowski. He's gonna beat Mbubis. Okay, it's gonna be 26 goals for Lewandowski. And maybe 20 for Mbubis, maybe.
What is that, Avi?
Okay, right. So you're saying it's Mbappe? No, sorry, you're saying Lewandowski is your pick.
Yeah, Lewandowski 26 goals.
26? Wait, hold on. In La Liga alone?
Yeah.
In La Liga alone, Lewandowski is going to score 26 goals.
Yeah, 26.
That's not crazy.
Ricardo, it is crazy.
No, it's not.
I'll give you 21, 22, 26 at his age.
He has some of the best. Well, actually,
he's 36.
Wait, who? Are you talking about Lewandowski or?
Yeah, no, Lewandowski.
25 from Lewandowski isn't a crazy take. He's the only goal-scoring reference Barcelona really have. Scored 19 on a bad
Hansi
season.
Flick is gonna concentrate on Lewandowski. He's gonna get all the chances. So trust in Flick.
Nomad. So who scores more, Mbappe or Lewandowski? Are you repping your boy to score more in La Liga alone?
Mbappe is gonna score like 25, 26 goals because.
Is he Nomad?
Samasiki, put that bottle down and stop drinking. Let me finish. Mbappe is gonna score like 25, 26 goals, and Lewandowski will score like 20, 22. It will be really close. It'll be really close.
So you're standing on business that Mbappe will score 26 goals in La Liga alone?
Yeah, because I think he'll do better against low blocks as the season progresses. because I think Lewandowski's physical condition will actually deteriorate in the latter part of the season, whereas Mbappe's will not. So, as teams, or lower position teams, set up those low blocks to
Chai,
get
you better
more
relax.
points. That's what it.
That is crazy.
Mbappe will be able to score
Ricardo,
against
shut
those
up.
low blocks.
What's it called? So Ricardo, you're repping Mbappe or you're repping Lewandowski to be top scorer?
I think so. Just because when I look at Real Madrid's midfield,
Ricardo, change that AVI.
what?
Ricardo, change Ricardo.
This is black excellence.
What is Ricardo doing?
Change that
What
AVI.
are you
Ricardo,
doing?
change that AVI.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. What?
Okay,
you are,
Batman,
aren't you
okay.
on loan, aren't you? Aren't you
Yeah,
on loan
Messi's
next
a brother. Eh?
Yeah, he's been a brother. Okay, hold on. We just put this on this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that Piers Morgan?
Is it
Yes.
confirmed he's on loan? Is he? I didn't know.
This is a good pick.
Oh my god.
Alright,
It's
no,
just
no.
you fall for it every time,
reason,
you know.
the reason I would
And-
say,
and-
I'm gonna stop maximizing
hold on.
his
The,
pick.
the
Antoine
reason,
Griezmann.
the
You go
reason
for it.
I would put it's because Real Madrid's midfield. You look at Bellingham. I mean, Bellingham's out for like a month now. You have Goulet, who quality player. We'll see if he actually plays. Valverde, like they have a very high engine midfield, but I don't know about the creative. I think a lot of their creativity is going to come from the wing, which they're going to rely more on Vinicius, maybe even Rodrigo. But he isn't a 9, so that's not gonna help the numbers. Nomad is right. He's not the Mbappe scored like maybe 2-3 headers in his entire career, so there's not much of an aerial threat there. I just feel like they have the individual talent to really do anything, but I think when you look at the profile, when you look at how established Lewandowski is as a striker, if it's close, I'd say it's a 60-40 type of bet, but I think Lewandowski does edge him.
Headers mean a lot. Headers mean a lot when it comes to stat padding. And Lewandowski can keep doing till he's 40 years
for
old.
sure,
Just look
yeah.
at Antoni.
But then, what about CTE though?
Also, I'm not. Also, just looking to Mbappe, he at the end of the day, he isn't a
Cristiano?
striker. He's being played in that kind of position.
Also, is Mbappe going to take the penalties? Because I heard Vinicius
No,
is
no.
the main penalty taker.
No, Mbappe will take the free kicks. Vinny
Oh
will
my-
take the
I have a
penalty.
question. No, man.
Barry,
Mbappe on
Is
Barry,
Mbappe
penalties.
scoring
Barry,
a free
Barry,
kick? Is
that
he
was not
scoring
a joke.
free kick?
Honestly,
No,
that was not
Rodrigo
a joke.
should be on free kick duties. So
No, because when Nomad said the free kick Mbappe, I remember that Twitter.
it's over 3,000 days. It's over 3,000 days.
Thank you,
guys.
Samasi. Bupenda, who scores more in La Liga alone? Mbappe or the ski?
I think it's going to be Lewandowski. Do you know why?
Why?
For example, if you look at how Bayern played, for example, under Niko Kovac, I don't know if you remember it.
Yes.
But it was the season before Flick came, and we used to be really let's say pragmatic, And when Flick came, and let's be real, even during those Kovac days, Lewandowski was our best player performing wise. He was still scoring goals, but not as many because we weren't as high pressing as we are as we were under Flick. And when Flick came in, that's when you started to see Lewandowski bang those 34, 40 goals in the league. I'm not saying he will do that in La Liga, scoring 30 or 40. I just think it's way better for Lewandowski to be closer to the goal, to be and also the other players to be closer to the goal to serve it's more difficult to give service to a guy when you're that far away from the goal. It's, I think, much easier to give him service when you're closer. I would say.
But Pena, just one second. I'll let you continue. All right, Ricardo. Here's the thing. It should actually be like a straight ball. Ricardo, this right here.
Damn, that's wild. That's wild.
Crazy.
That's a yellow.
That's crazy.
That's a yellow.
That's crazy.
That's yellow. We should
That's
be
actually crazy.
To be honest,
Actually crazy.
I cannot concede, man. I
crazy.
cannot.
That
I don't
is
even-
That might be one of the most messed up things I've ever seen in my entire life.
Hey,
Like,
man, he's
there are several levels to that picture that I don't want to go into.
Hey, that's he's on his third
But
trimester.
Ricardo,
man,
that is the most revolting thing I've seen
Ricardo,
on this channel.
That is
Do you-
wild.
Speed would take it if.
Barry,
Ricardo,
Barry. No, hold it before you go.
That's
Barry,
the
that's a
yellow
yellow.
card. That's the yellow card.
Barry,
That's
that's
the
a
yellow
yellow.
card.
Ricardo, do you come prepared with those pictures, or is that like spontaneous? You know, like is
Comes
it?
prepared. He comes
He's a
prepared.
Messi fanboy. What do you think? He has a whole library of this. That's what he lives for. That's his life.
Okay, so
Wait,
so,
what?
Wait, hold
What
on.
is that?
So, Cole,
HH,
real
what's
quick,
that-
Cole,
what's that
real quick.
picture of Ricardo, man? That's
Prepared.
I don't know.
Cole, real quick. Who's going to score more in the league?
Lewandowski. Real Madrid is a Champions League team, HH. Like, I don't take them serious in the league. I'll be honest with you.
They won.
Yeah,
Really?
don't be honest with me. Be dishonest with me. I said be dishonest with me.
No. I think Mbappe will be the top scorer in the Champions League.
Didn't they win the
This is how I see it.
Yeah,
What about the league last
They
season?
won the league because Barca was poor.
Damn bloody fool.
They won the league because Barca was poor. Lewandowski,
But they
like
still won
Nomad
the
was
league
saying.
though. So
No, like Nomad was saying, under Hansi Flick, he had his best season under Hansi Flick. And also, one thing is, he's going to get a lot of headers. He's going to get a lot of chances and so forth. So, my thing is, it's not that. And no. Let me finish, guy. Let me finish. It's not that I hate Real Madrid. That's not my. I don't have an agenda against Real Madrid. The thing is, I'm just so tired of Real Madrid bullying everybody. And I'm sorry, but they're gonna win the Champions League with Mbappe being top scorer. I'm being serious. This is just how I see it. Yeah.
They
We're
just
not
score.
talking about Champions League. Why?
no, Cole.
Because you want to know why I talk about Champions League. Let me tell you why. All right.
No, HH, cut him off.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is someone's already mine.
Man City would win the league in this
HH, he just said the point that the point
would win the same
Sorry,
angle.
why saying Bupenda?
the point that I said. The points that I said about Liverpool playing now under Flick, he said that Nomad said that. I know that I'm an Indian guy, but we're not all the same. Like he just said that
Exactly. And when I said, and out of appreciation, when I said once that he looks like Rudiger, he started crying. And he's not going to be racist by saying all Indians
Okay, you know what?
sound the
Let's
same.
just move on. Let's move. So shout out to Money Measure. Okay. HH, pull up the defensive shape of the. Oh no, I think this was about United.
Oh yeah.
No, bro, it was wild.
Do you want me to find it?
Yeah, no. For it's find it. Bring up, let's quickly. Passports, bro. Rest in peace.
Wait, who's that?
No way, Christoph Daum died.
No, I'm looking that up. That's
for clarification. He was a former Leverkusen manager when they went up for the treble when they failed in that season.
Oh.
And he was about to get the Germany job in 2000 after 2002, but he didn't get it because of his cocaine use, and it came out public.
He's oh my god, he's dead.
He really did.
He's really dead.
Damn. Show him. Rest in peace, man. We have to wink. I just know it just likes only hairy chicks. Shakes my head. All right. Thank you for that wink, man. I don't actually. Shaved is my preference. Okay. Shout out to Half Hope's Comb. Been 3,681 days since last used. Throw me away.
That's over. Wow, that's over 10 years.
I also want to correct something.
What do you want to correct, Samasi? What do you want to correct?
It's actually 3,185 days since Mbappe scored the free kick. I apologize.
Okay, thank you.
What's
it called? Now, I'm not even sure that I want to do this, but Samasi, is your mic working there, Samasi?
Oh, you're going to hear a lot of curse words.
Wait, why you ask her? She's a United fan.
Samasi, is your mic working?
Yes,
it's about Leverkusen.
All right, so
I do not want to talk about this.
Please don't curse.
Before we go to Leverkusen, we did the poll about who we think is going to score the most. So the streets said 44% voted for Mbappe, 56% says Lewandowski. So there you go. Mbappe has to now do Doi.
Sorry,
Oh
HH,
my
I'm sharing the screen if you want to see it.
Oh, and before we go, this is the wow.
So
Hey,
these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
look
9
at
United players.
I
Here,
couldn't believe
that's
1,
crazy.
2, 3,
free.
4.
He's free.
Look at these 1, 2, 3 Brighton players here. Like literally, the guy, he's literally like, pass it to me. Pass it to me. I'm
disgusting.
open. Everyone is here. Come on.
That's
this is
disgusting.
terrible.
Okay, so here's the thing. So, guys, I think Leverkusen should be investigated.
I hate it.
No. Here's the thing. How is it first game of the season, and yet again you win with a goal with 11 minutes added on time? See, before I was like, oh, this is cool, amazing, DC Plus. Now it's like, okay, is something weird happening? Because no, this is freakish.
I'm happy it's happening.
Okay, so talk to me.
Let me talk about it.
Go for it.
I have a conspiracy theory.
What is it?
HH. First of all, the pen they got in the 11th minute was very, very soft. I think the DFL is working against Bayern Munich because Rudy Feller...
And also good. Bro, if a team wins 11 times in a row, that's good that they're working against them.
HH, if there's a problem.
My head is hot. I hate Liverpool. How do we have an XG from 1.83 and get 3 goals out of it?
Okay. So Smancy, you don't think it's wrong that the state is working against a team who won 11 times in a row? You don't think that's fair?
That's their problem, okay? Just because Bayern is better than them, we won 11 doesn't mean they have to work against Bayern, okay? It's unfair. Rudy Feller is part of the DFL. He's also part of Leverkusen's boardroom, so there's a conflict of interest. I'm saying.
Wait, hold up. Wait. So your Sounds Villa is paying referees.
God.
Is it really smart? Really? Is this the route that we're going down?
To be clear,
the ref was a disgrace on this agent. The offside was soft. War twice offside goal for Gladbach. Gladbach were the better team. They had the better chance, and still these frauds caught Leverkusen won again. HH, you know what the crazy is against the Super Cup, the game before the HH, the coin toss. Stuttgart won the coin toss because a camera wasn't working. Leverkusen got the pen on their side because a camera wasn't working. My head is hot because of that. Every decision, everything goes for them against the team they're playing against. Leverkusen, that company-owned club, I hate it so much. I hate them. Xabi Alonso, I want you motherfucking gone. Okay, wow. I hate him. I hate that club. You know, cancel Fox News?
Mm-hmm.
Cancel Janine Pirro?
Uh-oh.
You know, she once said bomb them, then bomb them again. Do that to Leverkusen. Bomb them and bomb them.
What's it called?
Can I speak on it?
Yeah. Bupinder, then I'll come to Ike, then Elijah. Bupinder, go for it. Bupinder.
By the way, if anyone else has said you had given a red card.
Wait, didn't
all right, you know what? Okay, let's be fair, because again, we are all the same. Equality tax. Samasi, that's a yellow. Yeah. For promoting violence. We don't promote violence. We promote
this
peace.
Was the wrong key
I have a
tackle.
question. Didn't Bayern purposely lose against Mönchengladbach every season 5-0 just to add some spice to it?
They are on a jinx club. They are.
No, they
put against us.
Oh, but that's not a conspiracy theory.
No, but I think Bayern does that to just make people think.
And also as well. I'm sorry, 11 in a row. I'm sorry, Bayern should also be investigated as well. As much as Leverkusen should be investigated, so should Bayern. Anybody that wins 11 in a row, I'm sorry, there's something effed up happening there.
You're just that good.
No one is that good to win 11 in a row. No, I don't believe in that.
There's a quote.
Oh my god.
So, NK, what's the quote when it comes to you?
You started in grade 2, you're gonna finish in grade 12.
Can we ask Core about this?
No, we can't.
No.
NK, what's it?
When you're used to corruption, equality feels like injustice. Bayern Munich
Exactly.
have finished the Bundesliga for a decade plus.
Yeah.
Our children that were born under Bayern supremacy.
Yes.
That's good. That's good.
Is that the Fourth Reich?
So,
No,
Ricardo, you know you're on the yellow. You know you're on the yellow.
Let me speak on it.
No. NK, so basically,
if
if you're 10 years old, or if you're just turning 11, you've never seen another team win the German league. You've only seen one team win the German league. If it's 11, the only one team has won a league.
Crazy. If you started in grade 1 when they won the first title, you're about to graduate high school.
Samasi, that's not funny. Samasi, that's messed up. Samasi, that's not funny. You should be laughing. That's messed up.
HH, can you bring up Core's comment, please?
No, I can't. But Pinda, talk to me.
First of all, I have to correct Samasi on Rudi Völler. Rudi Völler is the president of the German FA, but not the German league. There are like two entities.
Okay, so that's a break for Samasi. Let's pull up.
Damn bloody fool.
Samasi, you can't be lying during your rants. Continue.
Because no. But that's me as a Bayern fan saying that. Because just like in England, you have the English Premier League and you have the FA. There are two different entities. But the thing with Leverkusen, the only thing what makes it so suspicious to me is the only loss they had came into 90 minutes in an other competition that wasn't a German competition. It wasn't a German Cup. It wasn't the German league. And let's be real, HH. If you have in a league, you have a side that wins 11 in a row, what do you want to happen? You want to have a side that, against all odds, every time when the chips are down, they rise. That's the biggest. I'm not saying that.
Here's the thing. Let me be real with you. If I was running the Bundesliga, I would engineer a scenario where someone other than Bayern wins, because here's the thing. I believe that the Bundesliga this season could be one of the most exciting leagues, because the issue is that it's actually a really good league. The issue is Bayern have dominated for so long. But when you just look at how good all the teams are, the parity, the young players, it's a good league. So if I was running Bundesliga, to get eyeballs and general people to watch it, let someone other than Bayern win, and it was a great storyline. It was an amazing storyline. The team who finally beats 11 in a row. Smart, you've talked already, but Pinda talk.
And there is HH when it comes to Germany, there is a fact of the rest of Germany hates Bayern, or the state of Bavaria, because they don't consider themselves as Germans. They consider themselves as Bavarians in terms of they are higher than any other German out there. And that's me speaking from someone who lives in another state, not in Bavaria itself.
Are you German?
Yeah, I'm German. My parents migrated from India, and I live in Germany.
Oh, wait. So where in Germany do you live?
Near Stuttgart.
Okay, cool.
So that's why I know that there's hatred for Bavarians, and there's also then hatred for Bayern Munich, because they win everything, they see themselves as something better. There was once a conflict of the German league and Bayern for that. I think that was that Bayern had issued a warning to the German league that they will leave the league and join Serie A. I don't know if you heard about that story, HH. It's I think about and there was a real power play for them, and Bayern or the German league convinced Bayern to stay. But you can see that there are many conflicts between Bayern and the German league, and then especially also against there's conflicts between Bayern and the different clubs. Also, when it comes to TV revenue, so that's why the whole league. Let's be real, is still rooting for Leverkusen. I think if you ask everyone if one team should win it, out of Bayern or
Nobody
Leverkusen.
wants Leverkusen to win it.
Yes, they do. No, but here's the thing, though. No. So now, one thing I love is suspicious. I dare Leverkusen to go undefeated back to back. If that happens, then no. Then yes, something is
different. And Bayern Munich need to lose the next if the Bundesliga want to recover as a reputable brand, they need to. Bayern Munich can't win for the next at least 4 years.
No, Ricardo. I disagree. Ricardo, I disagree. I feel that
it's good though.
No, for me, I feel that there's already interest in the Bundesliga now. I think because of Bayern were already on the decline, the unknown quantity of company, Leverkusen now on the rise. Actually, because when we look at the league, that I think that anyone can win the league is Bundesliga. Serie, let's be real, most likely will be Inter. Premier League, we already know it's going to be Man City.
When you say anybody, let's be real, it's only Bayern Munich or Bayern
Shout out to
Leverkusen.
Stuttgart. Shout out to Dortmund.
That's not my point.
Dortmund?
You know what annoys me the most?
No, but let's be honest.
Wait, hold on, Ricardo.
If Bayern Munich win the league this season, it's gonna be like, I guess it took like a fucking miracle season from Leverkusen to finally unseat these guys.
Fair.
At least for Serie A. Like when the Juventus dynasty pretty much fell, you had Inter winning it, and then you had Milan winning it, and then you had Napoli winning it. If Juve wins it this season, it's not going to feel like a continuation of their dominance. It's going to feel like, Juve, are back.
Completely. Actually, okay, Ricardo. So I'll meet you. Wait, hold on. So Ricardo, I'll meet you halfway. Yeah. If Bayern, then yes, it's like okay, that was just an anomaly. But Bayern not winning it this season. So yeah, if Bayern winning this season, then yes, you're right. But I really do believe that some team other than Bayern, so either going to be Leverkusen or some other team winning this season.
Didn't Samasi say that Dortmund are going to win it?
If Bayern Munich just keep winning and winning, then it's I'm not saying the product it just stunted where it was the last 10 years. So.
What Ricardo's trying to say is there is no way Harry Kane is not winning a trophy at Bayern Munich.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
That's crazy. Wait, hold on, Bopenda.
And I know there are people out there who say that it's Bayern's fault. They buy all the players, stuff like that. But if you look at it, if you really look at it objectively, if you look at Italy, if you look at Germany, the similarities that there were that you had dominances by Juve or Bayern was because of the other clubs. If you look at in Germany, Schalke was a really, really big club in the 2010s. Yeah,
great stadium.
Yeah, playing semifinals against Man United. What happened? They did shit business. Yeah, and what happened? They crumbled down. Same with Hamburg. Same with Stuttgart. The only one that was there was Dortmund, and even them. They decided to follow another business route of buying players young and selling them on a high price. And if you look at Italy, what happened after Calciopoli? AC Milan wasn't really there.
You know, Serie A is that Juve were paying refs. There's corruption tax there.
Basically, Godfather 2.
It's one thing to pay; it's another thing to basically just be criminal about it.
Yes, we don't do this for a fact.
It's called kid.
It's just kind of something what annoys me the most.
But if you look at both Milan clubs during the 2010s, what happened? They always change owners. And they never had a structure. So you can say, Bayern tries to manipulate the league to their favors, but it always takes also the terrible management of the other clubs to succeed. It just does.
Okay,
but,
let me. Okay, AK, talk to me.
I'll go after AK.
Yeah. So first of all, shout out Leverkusen, man. I mean, I'm happy. They're winning this so that I can see Bayern fans crying both on the panel and on Twitter. So shout out to Leverkusen, man. They're doing it for the streets, man. They're doing it for the streets.
My head is already hot.
They're doing what the Soviet Union did in the Second World War.
Exactly. Okay, let's not get political, Nomad. Thank you, please, Nomad. Continue.
But
AK.
Yeah, but I mean. First of all, I don't know how they got. I don't know how the first Leverkusen, first Mönchengladbach goal was not given. I didn't know why it wasn't given. And I didn't think personally, I didn't think the penalty was that soft. I thought it was a penalty, like by the mere rules of a penalty. I thought it was a penalty, and the fact that the keeper saved it, yet still Florian Wirtz put it in. Just, I mean, there is definitely something going on. Is it white magic? You think, or is it like
No.
Interesting choice of
no.
words.
For me, I think that there's a small element of we are tired of Bayern winning the league for so much, but I also think there's also elements of white magic as well. There's definitely some white magic elements there.
Yeah,
Why?
What the German
Yes,
gods
white
again?
magic.
What the
Yeah,
German
it's white
gods again?
magic.
I can't remember what the German gods are. Anyway, so
I don't know if there are any German gods.
Beowulf was Beowulf? Is that German?
No, in those like Nordic.
Oh no, that's
Nordic.
Nordic.
That's
Okay.
still Nordic.
Yeah, they're Nordic. Yeah, but
Is Oktoberfest a god or is that?
No, that's just
isn't that just a holiday where
yeah,
you
they just drink
they get
beer
drunk?
during that day.
This is a holiday where we get drunk.
Yeah, but I think
Go for it.
I'm excited about the. I'm excited about what we call it. That's a crazy API, by the way. But I'm excited about the Bundesliga, man. I think Leverkusen have a shot. Bayern definitely with the boy Vincent. I think he's gonna cook. I think Dortmund actually they play pretty well today. I can't lie. I watched the game.
So who would it be your pick to win the Bundesliga if you had to pick now?
I'd still say Bayern because I think
you're crazy.
I think the signings have been the ones they've been pretty good. I think Alenia makes a difference. I think Olise makes a difference. I think Adam Asnu as a fullback, he's gonna be a rising star. But I think Bayern are just gonna do it because even Leverkusen, like compared to last season, I feel like Leverkusen have tailed off a bit, even in like the preseason and in like the first game. So it's gonna be a very interesting league, though. Like bro, people also like, how did they get 10 minutes added on?
Bro, when I saw plus 11, I was like, get the hell out of here. Really, first game of the season and you have plus 11 and you score in plus 11, get the hell out of here, bro. Get out of here, man.
Yeah, it's very interesting. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting Bundesliga.
Elijah, talk to me. So, Master, you've talked. Elijah.
Can I speak after Elijah?
Yeah. Elijah.
HH, I got some numbers for you. I'm going to...
Let's hear the stats, man. Talk to me.
Oh my God.
So, in Bayern won 11 titles in a row. We know that. But HH, when I tell you that something was structurally wrong with the German league, is because of these numbers. Bayern's gap in title wins: 25, 19, 10, 10, 15, 21, 13, 13, 8, 2, and plus 15 goal difference. There is something structurally wrong with this league. And because there is a Leverkusen, this is divine intervention, HH. This is what the German league needed.
Divine. God is not on Leverkusen's side, Elijah.
Samasi. Thank you, Elijah. Please.
HH.
If I were you, I'd mute her.
It's only divine intervention can help you win games in the 130th minute, the 140th minute. That's divine intervention, HH. Because there's no way that a team that's won 11 titles in a row can come and tell us that is good for the game. There's no way, because there's no parity from top to bottom.
So I don't think there's an issue of the Harris and German effort are like, nah, for the product, for the good of this product, let's screw over these Bayern guys and let someone else win for the good of the product. Because 12, 13, 14, 15 in a row is disgusting.
No, but AJ, this is sports. This is all sports in general. This is sports in general. If you're in a league where a team is winning 10, 11, 12 titles in a row, there is something fundamentally wrong with your competition.
No, but wasn't there something wrong by the time you got to 6, 7, or 8?
You could say that. You could say that as well. You could say that. True, HH, I say that. HH, I say the same thing about Scotland. If Celtic and Rangers are winning 9 big titles in a row,
Scotland is a whole different ball.
Scotland is better. Celtic never won 10 in a row. Celtic never won.
But that's true.
No.
It's very true, but at no point did either Rangers or Celtic win 11 times in a row.
No.
Elijah, aren't like 75% of Scottish teams like non-professional?
No, 75% of 80% of the league titles belong to Celtic and Rangers.
No, like 75% of the clubs are non-professional.
No. But it's Scottish. No, they're all professional. In the Scottish top league, they're all impressional. Shout out to Hibernian and Hearts.
Yeah, Kilmarnock can do.
Kilmarnock doesn't say
what I'm saying is, if leagues like that, if you have 9, 10, 11, 12 titles in a row, there's a league in Europe. I think Salzburg won like 14 on the bounce. If I'm not wrong.
So here's a little pop quiz. Everyone knows. What is the longest streak of league wins by any team?
Let me find that. I actually have that.
Because is 11 the record? If there's anything more than 11, I don't want to know.
Is it not Al Nassr before Ronaldo came?
Are we saying top 5? Are we saying top 5 European league?
No. Any league. What is the longest streak of any league that a team has won?
Google.
It's a team. Yeah, it's a team in Latvia with 14 in a row.
Wait, hold on. Is that the 12 black people country?
Yes.
What a coincidence! But here's the thing. So you're saying 14 is a record, and Bayern were only 3 away from that. In what is a more professional league?
Did that team all have brothers in there? No, 12 brothers.
That I don't know.
How? Wait, Barry. How? There are only 12 to choose from in the whole country.
But those 12 might be in that.
Starting 11 and the substitute goalkeeper. Starting 11 and the substitute goalkeeper.
Train them.
Okay. Do you know how well this is? Where if someone committed a crime in that country and they said the guy was black, there are only 12 people who could have done it. So just round up all 12 people. And that's it. Look, you know what? Let's stop. Okay, so Elijah.
So I say there's 9% chance.
Elijah.
It's a structural thing. In my opinion, it's a structural thing when a team is winning, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 in a row. Like, for example, I'll use remember Lincoln Red Imps when we were making fun of Gibraltar? Stuff of that nature. They won 14 on the bounce, but it's not because they have money. They're just better than them.
Okay. So
if they have money and
wait. If it's to put money down, would you put money down on Bayern to win? So you think it's going to be Bayern, Leverkusen, or who to win the league this season?
I'm thinking Leverkusen to go back.
Back to back.
Yes, it'll be somebody else next year.
So wait, hold on. Do they go undefeated?
Oh no, HH they go undefeated.
Wait, Elijah, stop! Don't. Don't.
I said if.
No. Here's the thing. If they go undefeated, I'm not counting the win.
Sorry, Elijah, I've got like another team that's got 14 in a row. You said it was the Latvia one, but the one I've got has like Lincoln Red Imps.
Red Imps, yeah, from Gibraltar. Yeah, they had 14 in a row.
Wait, excuse me, Red Imps.
Lincoln Red.
Yeah, you know Lincoln City. They're the Imps.
What's an imp?
So,
that's from Lord of the Rings.
It's like a Lord of the Rings, like
that sounds like Manchester United's like academy team too.
Don't they have? Okay, hold on. Okay, let me come to call then to artists. So call, talk to me. Call.
Let's not do body shaming, man. Respect.
Yeah, let's just respect the body. Call.
You guys audience.
Yeah.
HH Bayern. Honestly, I don't think we're gonna win the league this season. I think. I've watched all our preseason games. I know everything about Bayern. I'm gonna be honest, HH. Second place is the aim, because last season we were third, and I feel like the reason why I'm saying
Damn bloody fool.
You might laugh at me.
The aim.
Yeah, you might laugh at me, HH. You might laugh at me, but HH. I look at the way Leverkusen played yesterday, right? They're playing like a Real Madrid team that, like, because it's like teams like.
Cut that bitch off!
Is this like the forward
Anyway,
break
can I
underneath?
land? HH, can I just land? Please, let me land. I beg you. I beg you.
Breaks we've had on the street.
Please. Yeah. All right.
Is this
What I'm
stand
trying
up?
to say is, what I'm trying to say is, right? I really do think that Leverkusen will win this league, and it's going to be very difficult to beat them. The team itself, I understand that, yeah, they kind of fell off against Gladbach in the second half. I think, yeah, the Clyden single, it should have
Did you say
counted.
God back?
Gladbach.
Okay, good.
Gladbach.
Continue.
Yeah. The goal that Clydenson they counted the VAR ruled out. I think that should have been a goal. HH
So you're saying that Leverkusen are going to go back to back?
Only because I feel that we could have weakened our rival. We could have took Jonathan Tah from them. I don't know why we didn't take Jonathan Tah. He would have been perfect because that's the name of the game.
That Bayern's approach to winning a league is by weakening the rival, not strengthening yourself, but weakening. Okay.
Because that's how you actually win the league. That's how we won our previous league titles, by weakening the rivals. And if you don't do that, listen.
That's what I mean.
If you don't do that,
strategy, man.
if you don't do that, right? And Leverkusen, they still have 90% of their players still in that squad. We haven't weakened them at all.
Why did you say?
I can't breathe.
Xabi Alonso is playing mind games with Bayern, and we're out here saying that we can compete with them. How?
So just to understand you. You are angry that Leverkusen have kept most of their players and their key players are not playing for Bayern Munich.
If we as Bayern fans want to win a league, if we want to dominate in the league, we have to weaken Leverkusen, because Leverkusen, they have players like Wirtz still, they have Hincapi, they have even this guy, Tah, and the likes of Boniface. Boniface is a serious striker. I'm telling you, I actually think Boniface is gonna do much better than Harry Kane this season. Because he's that good.
That's not crazy. But
he's
Kane
that
better
good.
show up.
Like he's a serious striker.
Cole, will Kane go trophyless this season?
He's a curse, He's a curse. I'm telling you this right now. I don't know why. I think we rushed the
you're going to say that this
thing.
guy's going to go trophyless back to back again.
I have a feeling, I have a feeling, because the one thing I see is, and also one thing you have to know about Leverkusen is the Champions League. I think the only team who can match them is Real Madrid. I think that's a team who can really beat them.
Ardias, stop. No.
Well, why does Corey talk about Champions League?
No, forget it. Ardias, go for it.
Anyway, like,
I'm not addicted to Real Madrid. I'm just being honest. You're the best in the world, so
let me get this guy out of here, bro. Ardias, go for it.
Big up my Ghanaian bro, man. Big up my Ghanaian bro. So
never change, man. Never change.
Samasi, I understand why you went on loan.
Wait, hold on. Ardias, take the mic. Ardias. Thank you, Samasi. Thank you. Ardias.
I can't breathe.
Now, to be fair, half of what Core said, I sort of do agree with.
Half, okay.
Half. I know. It's you have to kind of you got to kind of sift through the stuff.
You have to sift through it. You have to have a really good sift. But there you go.
Exactly. So just pay attention. So in a sense that he's right that Leverkusen are not going to be competitive because they were able to keep 95% of the players. That is correct. More importantly, they've kept the manager, and the biggest issue in the Bundesliga has always been that yes, Bayern poach players, or a lot of these players are sold like Dortmund for money to other teams, especially in the PL, Liga, etc. So the fact that Bayern Leverkusen have not done that, so is obviously advantage to Bayern Leverkusen. I 100% agree with that. And on top of that, Bayern Munich have a manager who basically got Burnley relegated last season and is still an inexperienced guy, So this is the thing. So it's like it's not a completely. I mean, aiming for second is still wild.
Yes.
But at the same time,
Ardias.
I can't.
At the same time, if Company got second place with Bayern Munich, is that really is that really so bad given it's Vincent Company? Is the point I'm trying to make. Like, this is not like some,
Yeah, but no, it's Bayern. You have to win it.
Also, they finished third last year. The second is kind of
exactly.
an
They finished third last season. So the point is, it's contextual. If they finish second, but it's say, for example, because I think they were, how many points were they off Leverkusen? It wasn't like 1 or 2. It was like almost like 8 or I don't know,
like 25 or something like that, bro.
So many points,
like 17 or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
So if, for example, Bayern finish like say second, but they maybe say 2 points off and they get further in the CL, is that really a disaster class for a season for Bayern Munich, considering where they were last season? I don't think so necessarily. If there's clear signs of improvement, So I do think.
Yeah, but RDS. Last season should not be the metric to measure Bayern Munich. Last season was especially a disaster.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the manager though in the context, because clearly the Bayern Munich board, they're the ones that hired Company. So they've hired a manager who got Burnley relegated. They know that.
Come on. It's like insult Tuchel all you want. Tuchel is a more experienced and better manager than Company. That's just a fact.
So the only reason I'm saying they're doing that is because in their mind they must be thinking we have some sort of project or long-term project we're thinking about for the next 1 or 2 or so 3 years. That is the only reason I can think of that they hired Company in the first instance. So that's why I'm saying, based on that if Company at least shows Bayern the worst case scenario, Leverkusen win, but they're only 2 points clear. They do better in the Champions League, etc. Then the Bayern board might think, okay, there is progress here. We can support him. We'll get more money, and by that point, Xabi Alonso is probably going to leave because he'll probably leave at the end of the season, and then a lot of Leverkusen players are going to leave. So probably the following season, Bayern will probably get back to winning titles and being strong, etc. So yeah. In summary, like, I don't think it's completely wild to say that Leverkusen are going to win it. I do think it's incredibly wild that Harry Kane may not win another trophy again, and that somehow
it's the Harry Kane thing that is wild. Is this guy never going to win a trophy like ever?
It is. Bayern Munich are winning the DFB Pokal, guaranteed.
Are they?
Guaranteed.
At least one trophy. You gotta win at least one.
Wait, hold on. Let me come to Kenny. I'll come to Putin. Kenny.
Yeah, man. Honestly, this is a crazy one that they want to.
Kenny. With regards to Kane, it's no laughing matter. With regards to Harry Kane, bro, it's no laughing matter, man.
Yo, I'm out. Y'all have a good stream, man.
Peace out. One love.
Yeah, I'll head us off.
Yeah, me too, man.
Peace. No, on Kane is looking peak for him, man. He might be the unluckiest player because, man, how come you go to the team that won 11 in a row?
Okay, so unlucky or just trash?
No, because he had a good season. I don't think it's his fault. Maybe he didn't see he didn't have the foresight to see that. Obviously, the season before they won the league, that they should have lost. Obviously, Dortmund are bricks, and then obviously Xabi Alonso and Bayern Leverkusen just came out of nowhere. So I don't think you can fault him. It's not his fault. But yeah, that's probably the best. That's probably the best team that Bayern Munich had to face for the past 11 years. So I'm not surprised.
So in this season, who would you put your money on to win the league this season?
I was going to go Bayern Munich, but the thing with Leverkusen, I'm like, they didn't really lose them. I thought they might lose more players, but it looks like, I don't know, the players like Xabi Alonso stayed, and most of the players stayed another season too. So they didn't really lose anyone that big. They didn't lose any important players. And I'm like, you're still a great team. And honestly, Bayern Munich and Vincent Kompany, I haven't seen him yet. So if I'm Leverkusen, that's a great chance to go back to back in the league for them. Like, there's a great chance to go back to back.
Right.
Can you give time out to the people in the chat who are saying Harry Kane won an Audi Cup, so he broke his jinx?
Oh my God!
Okay. So let me. So
I don't count that.
Respect the Audi Cup, man.
Okay, so let me. I'm going to ask this question because I'm actually worried about your boy Harry Kane. So
just cannot talk about.
Wait, no. Okay, so no matter you believe that Harry Kane is going to win at least one trophy this season. That's your belief. Hold on, did I say Nomad? Yeah, Nomad. Do you believe that Harry Kane is going to win at least one trophy this season?
Yeah, I think Bayern Munich are the overwhelming favorites for the DFB Pokal. I said this at the end of the last season.
They're always overwhelming favorites for the DFB Pokal every year. So what makes this year different from the previous years? And also remember, it's a knockout competition as well.
They're going to be desperate. They're going to be desperate, and especially Harry Kane is Harry Kane was actually one of the worst players last season in the DFB Pokal. He was
never played
trash.
a game. He never played a game.
Yeah,
Nomad.
Exactly. So why you spent 100 million on him?
No, but that's true. Kane was on the bench against the German Starbucks. So
I think he's jinxing us, man.
You spent 100 million on a stat padder in the only tournament which could have helped you to not go trophyless. You didn't even play him. That's a gigantic L. So I think he's going to make amends for it, and he's going to stat pad, and he's going to punish some loser-ass bum German clubs and win the DFB Pokal. Bayern Munich are winning the DFB Pokal.
Wait, hold on. So, shout out to Gravity Seed. HH is the Madrid Juju from Alonso. Wait, so do you think Alonso actually... So you think he actually has Juju?
Yes, he has.
Yes, he has.
Imagine in 2025, Madrid Juju and Alonso Juju. Madrid are scoring a 90%.
Talent FC. Bomian took a relegated Premier League coach. #levels, #heritage. I think he meant to say Bomian. I think he actually spelled Bomian wrong.
It's Boomian.
HH, I mean, that's the Canadian dollar, I think.
I know. No, but I don't think he's even Canadian. I don't know.
There's no wonder why they still rep the Queen, man.
Yeah. Vinicius Freitas. Estevao Villian is him class, and he's coming to Chelsea. Chelsea's future right there.
Another talent.
Chelsea's future right there. Talent FC. Madueke Insta story. Wolves beat his. Wait.
He called Wolverhampton shit.
I'm not.
You know, as a footballer, you have a private Instagram account, an official Instagram account. He accidentally, on his official Instagram account, said Wolverhampton is shit.
And if Chelsea lose, Lord in heaven, man. All right, so Kenny, is the mic there? Kenny,
are we gonna have a discussion?
Kenny, is the mic there?
I wanted to say something about Leverkusen.
No, you can't. Sebastian, you've said enough. No. We're moving. We're moving.
Just one.
No matter. Okay. Sebastian,
The most annoying thing about Leverkusen is all these Madrid fans and Liverpool fans.
Why are we in this?
Oh my God, Xabi Alonso. On all my Twitter. Oh my God, I'm beating Leverkusen. Stop it. Worry about your club.
Nomad, do you not see this? Nomad, do you not hear this? We're getting attacked.
She's drunk. Relax.
Okay, we're moving. We're moving. Kenny's a mic pocket. Samasi, thank you. Kenny's a mic pocket.
Yeah.
All right. So
go back to rehab.
Kenny, here's the thing. Okay, let's not shame mental health.
So
hold on. So Kenny. Should we celebrate Lukaku leaving? That's the first thing. Second thing, will Lukaku and Conte cook, or are they both washed? Go for it.
Should it be a celebration? Yeah, man. Like you said, it was meant to be the perfect story. You know, you come back, everything goes well.
But it never happens like that, though, does it? It never happens like that.
And then 6 months later, the guy can't do that stupid interview.
Anyway. In the middle of the season, while you're breaking it up, compare yourself to Pick Lewandowski, but you don't.
The pass is a pass. Honestly, the fact that we got 45 million for him, honestly, I don't know how they did it, because boy, I'm sorry. After the past few years, it's hard. Like Ole Conte. Like I don't know what Conte, like what type of relationship they have or something, but this is crazy. Obviously, you wanted him at Napoli, but I'm not gonna lie. I just don't think he's gonna be. I don't think
it doesn't work out like that, bro. Like what they did at Inter, that what does Inter. It doesn't work out like that.
Yeah, the thing is that it was at Inter. They had the bad team. he had a strike partner over there, and let's be real, he was just a better player.
Yes.
He was in his physical peak, and he was just a better player. Now, that guy was back then was like a top 5 striker.
100%. Like you say, when people say, "Oh no," when they won the league, Lukaku was a top 5 striker. 100%. He was.
He was. He was. He won league MVP and all that stuff. But 4 years later, the guy is just gone from. He's gone from bad to worst. Like honestly, like as of right now, like this is terrible. And I don't know what Conte has installed it. Like, even
So
like,
okay. Put yourself in Conte's shoes. Can you understand it, or should Conte have more foresight of like, yeah, he worked well years ago. Now he's washed. Are you like, no. Tedesco is a brick. I know how to use him. Give him to me, and he will cook under my leadership and my tactics.
Yeah, maybe, but for me, it's just not the same player. Like I said, it was 4 years ago. Like that was his prime. Like now, the guy is in his 30s, like 31, 32. And for me, the thing that helped him in that league specifically was the way he physically dominated. If you look at the games, like you just bully guys. I don't know if he can still do that now, as back then. Like for me, just physically, the guy has lost a couple steps, and hopefully for him and Conte it goes well, because let's be real, like, but obviously Osimhen is probably gonna leave. Like if Lukaku doesn't bang, I don't know what they're gonna do, because I saw the first game.
No, they're screwed. Like if Lukaku doesn't work well, they're screwed. And I don't think, because we did like a whole question of who do you think gets sacked first. I think Conte gets sacked first. I'll be surprised if Conte is the first to get sacked.
We never know, because he can't turn around stuff. But like starting 3-0, I don't know. I didn't watch the game, but 3-0 against what was it? It was Hellas Verona. I'm like, but it's a tough start. But we'll see. There's still decent players there. I think he can cook. But yeah, and don't forget the Napoli president is
the other guys were De Laurentiis. Elijah, rep your Congolese bro.
Who?
Your Congolese brother, rep him.
Oh, please, HH. When I needed somebody to stop the Man City treble, he blocked somebody's shot and missed from 6 inches.
Lukaku has to suffer for that. For what
when I needed somebody to stop Sevilla from winning freaking 13 Europa Leagues, he scores the own goal. Come on, HH. How about when Belgium was needed to get out of the group with more than 4 points, he scores an offside hat trick. HH, I can't defend him anymore. I've defended him since he was at Everton, since he was at West Brom. I even defended him when he was at United. I can't defend him anymore, HH. This guy, I don't know what it is, but it's either if it's his ego or if it's
his ego. Like, it's so funny you say that. Like, one of the key things in life is know how good you truly are.
Yeah.
And this is a hard thing to do. Never oversell yourself. Never overestimate yourself. Never do it. I think the biggest issue with Lukaku is he's always thought he's a lot better than he actually is.
That's been his biggest issue. We don't claim him. Thank you. We don't claim him. Like, we just don't. Like, we do not. After that UCL final, we have removed him. We stripped him of his citizenship. He's fully Belgian. We don't know who he is. HH, my thing is his ego has gotten in the way of opportunities he should have had. That's what I'm saying. He's the most expensive player in the history of the sport, in the professional. Like
that's so. Yeah, so I think so. Basically, so you have to be clear. So if you combine all his transfer fees, all together,
he's the most expensive. HH since they started paying people. No, I'm serious. So serious. Ever since they started paying people in association football, Romelu Lukaku is the most expensive player there is. But he hasn't had much to show for it. I'm not going to discredit what he did at Inter, but you were at Chelsea. The only thing you have at Chelsea is a Club World Cup that I don't think you didn't even do much for. Like,
he scored the penalty, though. He scored the penalty.
Yeah, he has more goals than Pele internationally, man. Let's
And what international trophy does he have?
He has more goals than Pele, man. Respect.
Wait, hold on. So is he still Belgium's ultimate leading goal scorer?
Yes, he's Belgium's
I
ultimate
think
leading
so,
goal.
yeah.
I mean, can you name any other Belgian striker before that?
Wilmots.
I think he's any like top 5 or international goal scorer. I think like it's pretty high.
Doesn't most of Belgium even think that he's Belgian?
No, he is. He was born there. His dad immigrated from Congo to Belgium late, like mid to late 70s. Because
okay. So this Napoli move, it fails or it cooks.
I mean, I don't know, man. I just hope he doesn't. Okay, let me be honest. It's gonna fail because he's gonna end up having an issue with Conte, or he's gonna have an issue with De Laurentiis. So it's one of those two things where he's gonna have an issue. It's gonna be a moment where it doesn't.
Okay. So you think Lukaku is going to be the issue, not Conte?
I mean, yeah.
Wait, Elijah, are we going to hear a diss track made by Rock Nation?
No, not even a diss track. The moment this guy doesn't perform, I will host a stream. Because it just continues to prove my narrative correctly that this guy is not what we say he is. Yes, he scores in volume, but moments. The modern era football fan wants moments. Lukaku really have moments.
You see, my thing, like Lukaku's biggest regrets, he should have never left Inter after that season. Biggest mistake he ever made. Biggest mistake. That was the biggest mistake because he left too early. I was like, oh, I'm ready. Came to Chelsea and it did not work out. Like, because people forget, remember how garbage he was before he got to Inter Milan. That's why he was called Tims. Yeah. That United stint was legendary. That's why the name Tims came through. So you finally have one good season and you're like, oh yeah, I'm ready. And here's the thing, people, stop trying to chase that Disney Plus story. Stop trying to change that Disney Plus story for like, I'm going to go back to Chelsea. Bro, it's what harmed Pogba. Pogba was like, man, no, Pogba, you should have stayed at Juventus, remained at Juventus, and who knows what you could have become. But you wanted to go back to United, the Disney Plus story. Stop chasing the Disney Plus story and choose what is best for your career. That's always
you can tell both of them are very similar in their personalities, I would say. Like
no, but similar, but here's one big difference is Pogba, you are as good as you think you are. What was that Lukaku? You're not. You see, the issue with them is that they're both confidence guys, but the issue for both is that Pogba is as good as he thinks he is. So that arrogance is deserved because he is that star talented. Lukaku isn't.
And the funny thing is, for example, Lukaku. I think if he would have stayed at Inter, it could have been similar to what happened to Benzema, because I still remember the 2 seasons Benzema had that weren't that great, and there were fair compilations of him, like Lukaku has now, or before that even, Lukaku was also trash at United, and there were compilations of him, but for example, Benzema then, Cristiano left, and he took on the mantle and performed. And, of course, he's never going to leave Madrid because there's no other club, coming after that is higher in the hierarchy. I think Lukaku, and he said it himself in an interview, he wants to be considered to be a top striker like Lewandowski, like a Benzema. And I think after the Inter season, I think was it 1 or 2? I think 2.
It was one of them.
Yeah. And I think he thought, maybe Madrid, maybe Barcelona, maybe Bayern, or any other clubs that are like in that, upper echelon would have come for him. But
imagine Lukaku and Hazard at Madrid. McDonald's got a business.
Wait, hold on. So shout out to FC who said, is Lukaku the Astruduets or Ruby Rose of Serie?
Yes, he got ran through by every Italian team.
Oh
wait,
my God.
HH, can I speak
on
Lukaku?
Go for it. Go for it.
HH, I wasn't done.
Sorry, Bupinda.
And with that comparison to Benzema, what happened to Benzema? He he performed, and I think he got the love of Madrid fans that he never got before. Because let's be real, Madrid fans used to scrutinize him a lot, but after those 3 or 4 seasons where he really was the main man and showed up, he just, became a really, really big Madrid legend. And what Lukaku did, leaving Inter and saying before, hey, I love Inter, you are the best fans, then leaving to Chelsea, doing the Inter, he really scrutinized his career, and he will never recover from that.
Iki, go for it.
Yeah, I think Lukaku. I said before he should go to Saudi. Just get the bag and be done with it. I don't know.
Get the bag.
I don't know why you're trying to still attempt this football thing. It doesn't work. And bro, I don't understand what Napoli are trying to do. Are they trying to I was trying to look at the good old days or something like that, or like.
No, I think it's. I think this is foolish. They're like, hey, Conte won the league here before. Give Conte his players, he'll win the league again. Which I think is not. It's just not going to happen.
I mean, it's just ludicrous as to why they would even
said comments.
Keep going. That was wild, bro. That was wild, bro. Continue.
Yeah, HH, I have a question for you, and probably for everyone. Who do you think is gonna be a worse? Who's gonna be worse in the Serie A this season? Lukaku's Napoli or AC Milan?
Napoli.
It's obviously
Napoli. Napoli's going to be a Milan is going to be bad. Actually, you know what? That's a good question. You see, here's the thing. I don't
Milan
know.
were bad today. They were
because I think Milan
the Parma just got promoted.
Yeah, Milan looks problematic though. Like the fall of Milan, my boy Weah would be ashamed. But my prediction is Conte falls out with De Laurentiis. He gets sacked. And I just think that he doesn't last the season. I think Napoli has already been on the slide. Remember, this is now their third manager since Spalletti. So this is manager number 3. So I'm more fearful of Napoli. So I think both teams will do bad. I think Napoli are going to
The thing is, Milan just won the league season a couple of seasons ago, right?
But they've been dipping though. Milan are garbage.
And
now.
since Maldini left, I think they kind of lose touch.
And also remember, also the way they've treated Maldini is disrespectful as well.
I won't be surprised if Juve win Serie A this season because Inter haven't been that impressive either.
Too early.
They're my favorites. They win the league.
I think Juve or Inter could basically. It's going to be between Inter and Juve this season.
Juve were really good on my last one.
I could see Inter focusing on Champions League. Maybe. After winning
that wouldn't be wise. I think for Inter, what you want to do is to dominate Italy because City and Real, those guys to focus on UCL and Inter Milan doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense.
I don't agree with that. I think Inter will focus more on the league than Champions League.
Me too. I think that they'll focus a lot more on the league. So 87, your thoughts quickly on Lukaku.
Yeah, I mean, for me, this will either be a huge success or a huge failure. I don't think there's really anything in between. I mean, honestly, I'm not really sure because Napoli is just a chaos at the moment. It's an unpredictable club. I think, for me, I'm not really sure if he's going to succeed. I can't really say. And I know people are going to say he did amazing with Conte that season with Inter a few years ago. But, it's a few years ago. Everything has changed since then a lot. So we'll see. But yeah, Napoli have to at least get European football this season. At least 6th, I would say.
Guys, it's been to be real. I'll see you guys Sunday. War love. Peace.
Hala Madrid.
Bye.